Oh, hello, hello, hello. We have started recording. That is good. Press X to start. Okay, let's time this up. 3, 2, 1. X. That wasn't very well timed up. We'll try and find another sync point. Right, left, right, right, left, left. Race. Down, 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 down. Baja. And which Baja? Well, the big one. Let's go. And what sort of class? Ooh, a difficult choice. Not really. The 4x4 class is very easy to drive, so I'll be going with that. And, as a bonus, there's FJ Cruisers in it. And FJ Cruisers are cool. So, we have the yellow one, we have the Millen Works one, number 212. We have, what's the other FJ Cruiser? There's the Predator. Is there any more? Xterra? No, that's an Xterra. Okay, there's only 3 FJ Cruisers. We'll go with the Millen Works one. Okay. A race, obviously. A time trial of the whole Baja? That's a bit much. It set me off at 90. Easiest would be 70. The hardest would be 120. And what's right in the middle of 70 and 120? Well, that would be 95. Duh, I don't know why it took me so long. So how about we'll lean on the 96. Yeah, whatever. Okay. Competitive range of classes. Sure, competitive classes. And we'll have full damage, because this is the real world. And we'll have all the tree collisions. All or few. I guess you can't have none, because then you'd go clip through everything. All and kilometers an hour, because that makes sense to me. Let's begin. That's a weird sound problem. Okay, it's ready. Oh, so beautiful. Let's go. Go! Alrighty. We're in first gear. We're in second gear. We're, I'm not going to announce every gear change because there'll probably be hundreds over the course of this massive event. What a pretty place this is, though. Pretty even in composite video. Yes, I'm sorry, I recorded it in composite video. It's probably been slowed down or at least frame rate reduced because it's Powell region. Which shouldn't really still be a problem with PS3s, but it is. It's not if you're using HDMI, but whatever. We recorded it, composite video, 50 Hz, so I think that's running at 25 frames a second. Yeah. Just going to correct myself and say frames a minute, but no, frames a second. Duh. Alright, I'm going to really wrestle this. Gee, the AI are really stuck in their paths, aren't they? Oh, hello, little buggy. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, that little dip off is bad news. We'll, put gauges on when damaged. Okay, we've lost some speed. Should have shifted down earlier. Too busy looking at my gears and gauges. I mean, this is quite a steep hill. Oh, suddenly turning to the left. Yes, yes. Oh, we're ahead by a big amount. Wonder if we can fiddle with our GPS. Oh yes, we can zoom in a lot. Or even a lot more, but that seems pointless. Could have it off. That would be interesting, hey? We would really not know where we're going. Probably should have it on, but we'll see. Could also try out some other views. Yeah, there's this weird side view. It's really weird. There's this hood view. Our hood is very black. Oh, there's this view where we can look at the Bully Dog logo. And drive. Yep. We're driving. Doing a lot of counter steer. Ooh wee! That's a big tune. Back on track, back on track. Oh, and a huge amount of time in the lead. Maybe I should have went harder than 94%, I don't know. Didn't think it would make that much of a difference. If they're trying with 94% of their effort. Oh well, we'll see. They could catch up, we could have it all go wrong like last time. Where I ran my tyres to the point of being too slippery and took too long to get them fixed. But no, let's just enjoy the sunset and the bird. Hello bird. And hello helicopter over there. So now there's plenty of videos on this game on the internet already. But I don't think anyone had done a full Baja 1000 in one video. Or maybe one. I did see when I searched a recent one, 2.5 hours long. But not a commentated one. And here, now that I'm commentating, and I can even overlay the video with pointless facts every now and then, we can do all sorts of things. What sort of things? I don't know. Still got to think about those things. We're live, by the way. This isn't in... Whoa! What a sudden crossing. This isn't in post. At least not at the moment. Oh, am I even on the right road? Hold on. Oh, that's the gear change button. Oh yes, I'm on a road. Should be the right road. Let's keep GPS on for now. Wonder if I'll catch up to one of those other things in front. I don't need to, because I'm making better time than them, apparently, but I'd like to catch them up anyway. $65. Really. I'm going to win this one by a month. But the winning's not important, and leaving the margin by what we win it by is not important. It's about the journey. And of course it is way, way too early for me to be calling how early I can win it, how much I can win it by in such a massive race. Oh, tyres are at half. That's fine. We can wait till they're closer to the red zone before I call in a helicopter to fix them up. How are my other things going? They're good. Ooh, eyes on the road. Especially when crazy cars are... Whoops! Oh, come on, you. Well, the cars aren't really crazy. We're probably the crazy ones here, racing along on public roads. I don't know, it's a sanctioned event and all, but still, it's a bit nuts. Tumbleweed! More tumbleweed! I like this game, and yeah, as odd a candidate as it may seem for remastering, I was really surprised when I found out that this, of all things, was going to be getting a remastered PS4 and Xbox One release soonish this year. Oh, that'll be good. I don't know if playing this game at 4K 60 or 1080p 60 would make it better. Probably better than playing it, you know, whatever frame rate I'm playing at now. I assume 25. But yeah, nice that they've done that. Suppose, I'm not sure if there ever was a PC version of this game. If it was only a PS3 and 360, then obviously it's going to be eventually a bit hard to find, but with a PS4 release, and the game's 9 years old, it already wasn't. I've gotten a bit lost in what I was saying, but the point is, it exposed it to a new audience. I'm not sure if it needed to be, but no, it's an interesting idea. There's not many other games when you can have such a long, big off-road race. There's the WRC series, but even that is broken up into small stages, and it's gotten pretty bad apparently since Kiloton took over. I don't know, only from what I've heard, I've only played a tiny bit of the Kiloton WRC 5. I don't know if 6 is better or anything. I liked the first 3 Milestone games, so they had their problems too. I guess your other option would be then what, Dirt Rally, or maybe the upcoming Dirt 4. I don't think it'll have super long stages. Maybe. Dirt Rally's a bit hardcore on the handling. And Dirt 4 apparently is going to be both the hardcoreness of Dirt Rally and the simple controls of Dirt 3, which sounds really great. They can pull that off and anyone can play it. And be happy. Because anyone can play anything, just not everyone is happy. Yes. So, oh, we should really change those tyres. Let's call the helicopter. I'm on my own? Oh, well, how much later? We'll give him 10 seconds. Try again now. Hooray! Thank you, little green helicopter. I don't need you desperately, I just need new tyres. Apparently. I'm not feeling anything wrong with these ones. Maybe they're a bit slippery. But apparently need new tyres. A bit ridiculous, I can only drive 10 kilometers on a set of tyres, but that's the truth apparently. Maybe 11 kilometers. Woof! Take that, tumbleweed. Hey, what are you doing? I hope I'm repaired. Looks like I'm repaired, even though I was whacked by a very, the word's completely escaped my head. It's the word I'm trying to think of. Inconsiderate. An inconsiderate open-wheeler. Oh, maybe he just couldn't see me. I was on a hill. Don't know what I have to do. Gee, I'm only 9 minutes in. I have to resort to do already. We're in for something. The big open worlds of this game are nice. I suppose that's one good reason to remaster it. Not really. I know exactly why it's being remastered, because THQ Nordic really needs money. Or they really want to release stuff. And I guess it's easier for them to release whatever they've acquired as their back catalogue. Well, this was not developed by them, this is developed by 2XL Games. Now, when I tried to look up information on them, I couldn't really find anything except stuff suggesting that maybe they make mobile games mainly. 2XL Motocross, and 2XL ATV for mobiles. I'm not sure if that's the same 2XL, I think it is though. Oops, I've hit someone else's four-wheel drive and I think I'm driving over it. Not quite. Oh dear, reverse gear. First gear. And our tyres are somehow half dead already. That's a bit ridiculous. But okay, if you say so. I guess this is a compressed Baja 1000 after all. So, since it's only, I'm assuming, closer to 100 miles than 1,000, we have to have pit stops 10 times more often. And I'm 99.99 in the lead. Okay, I think that's just an... Oh dear! T-bones. We'll be fine. I'm really gonna need that helicopter though. Thank you. How am I looking on the side? Other side. Ooh, I lost a panel. I have a big panel. Okay. I don't think I can get a panel from the helicopter. Oh, where are you, Air 2? There. Okay. Well, they're catching up. I might lose that 99.99 lead. Probably. Would be less than 99 when I next checkpoint. Where are you? Oh, stopping too early. What am I doing? Stop! I did stop. Oh, wait, that's it? I didn't hear any pneumatic, whatever they call it. What do they call those things? thing that goes zzz, zzz, and it takes off your the nuts on the wheel. Oh no. But yeah. Never mind. I mean, look, I've never been a mechanic. I don't know. I don't know. Air wrench? I'm not really sure. Let's go hood view. Ooh, yes. What a mountainy mountain this is. It's not really a mountain. It's more of a small hill. Now, I like this game for its atmosphere. So I guess that's definitely one thing that's going for it. But I also like fuel. Maybe I just like big, long, open drives with lots of big scenery. That's what fuel was about. A lot of fuel was really big and just one enormous open world. Enormous dead open world with nothing in it. But maybe I could do another big video on that. I could have a really long road trip in fuel. Although the top speed and the engine noise I hate in fuel. It's the one thing I don't like about fuel. I love the scenery and that. But maybe apart from the repetitive music, the main problem is that everything only goes about 120 to 140, and yeah, the engine whine can get pretty frustrating. But other than that, feels alright. Oh, that and the ridiculously cheaty rubber banding AI, which once closed a several kilometer lead in a few seconds. But this isn't about fuel, this is about Baja, the soon-to-be... Whoa, that was a big accident. Soon-to-be remastered game. It's the same before... Oh yes, yeah. It's not the only 2009 game THQ Nordic are bringing out again. They're also... I've forgotten the third one. There's another game that they're bringing out for PS4 and Xbox One again as well, I think. And they're also re-releasing, or not they're also releasing The Blob on PC this year. The Wii game from 2008 or 9. So yeah, bit of an odd thing to do, but I guess that's just what you do. You've got the rights to these properties. You've got to that's it, I've just remembered. Lock's Quest. That was the third thing. Of all things, Lock's Quest is being released on PS4, Xbox One, and PC. That was a DS game in 2008 or 9. 2008, I think. I had that game. I think I traded in. No, I didn't trade it in. I traded something else in to get Lock's Quest. I traded in Ninja Town. I think. Not sure if that's exactly right. I know at some point I did trade in Ninja Town though. Just tower defense, I'm not very... So I don't like tower defense much, but I wouldn't have traded in Ninja Town, which is a tower defense, for Lock's Quest to tower defense. I think I got Lock's Quest as a birthday present or something. And yeah, it was pretty good if you like tower defense, building and stuff. Then Lock's Quest is a pretty good one of those, from what I could tell. I enjoyed it a bit, but never really got into tower defense. Maybe Bloons tower defense, a little bit, but not the others. Much prefer to be playing a racing game, or a flight sim, or a fighting game, or hack and slash, perhaps, than a tower defense. Or was Lock's Quest more of an RTS? Oh, I don't know. Again, well, yeah, RTS I'm not very good at either. And I like the idea of playing Hearts of Iron, but I find it incredibly difficult. So as far as bigger strategy, I could probably only play Sid Meier's Pirates, if that counts. It's like I'm having a conversation with my head. Except you're here and watching, apparently. Ooh, back on track. Oh dear. Lots of power lines. Very good. Lots of tumbleweed. I wonder how long I could push a tumbleweed for. Let's try and keep it. Never mind. It's a bit hard to keep one without just punting it off to the side. Halfway to new tyres. We can wait. Oh, the helicopter's just there. I wonder if I can sneak in and use the helicopter while it's still there. If nobody minds. Oh no, that's the end. Oh. That's the end of that stage. There's many more! Okay. Let's go straight in. Yes, we're doing that. We're saving. It's saving. I won by 3 minutes. Oh, that's just ridiculous. Maybe I should turn the difficulty up more. I didn't know 94% would be that easy. What did I pick? 96. Can't remember. Either way, it was probably 96. But I was having a lot of trouble with the difficulty level around that in circuit racing. Why is the Baja so much easier? Oh well. Let's keep going. No point stopping to make it harder now. Yeah, lots of remasters coming out on these new consoles, and I'm not sure if I really have much of a problem with that. Because, you know, if it's a new way to get the game, as long as they haven't made it worse, as long as it's just the same game, running at the best resolution and frame rate it can, frame rate most importantly, then that's fine. Especially because, you know, the new consoles with x86 architecture and everything, it's probably the same standard they're going to be taking into whatever next console they make too, so hopefully these PS4 and Xbox One remasters will be playable on PlayStation whatever and Xbox whatever in 12 years time still. Hopefully. Don't even know if the consoles will still even have disc slots then. Oh dear. That's a serious collision with a tree. We don't need to reset, we'll just roll over. Oh, what are you doing, you little Jeep? Can't you see me? I'm right here. This is a mighty big hill. It's almost as steep as Uringa Road, but not quite. No, it's definitely steeper than that. Alright. You don't even know what Uringa Road is. It's just some road in Castle Hill. I've walked up a few times and it's quite steep. But not even the steepest street I've went up. That would be somewhere in Port Stephens, and I forgot the name of it. It's ridiculously steep. I was going to ride my scooter down there once, a long time ago, but I thought, no, I would die if I did that. So, there's no relevant little anecdote. I wasn't hit by a car, good. There's a city over there. Oops, left is right with the camera. Okay, there's a city. I think this is the Nevada area. Not sure. No, that can't be right. I would be in Nevada, in the Baja. Nevada's in Las Vegas. This must be the Cabo San Lucas, or whatever the other city area is. Not sure. Either way, it's a very small city. There's only a few buildings actually, and now it's just nice, pretty plains. Maybe we should. Oh, we can try this weird side view out. Maybe that'll make it unfair. Oh wait, what? Whoa. Okay. I was gonna say I thought I needed to give the AI some help, but nope. Suddenly I'm in 7th place. Okay, maybe they just really suck at the first stage, or maybe it's adaptive AI. I don't really know. All I know is it's on to me. Oh, and that the line didn't really fit the track just there. GPS looked a bit wrong. Oh yes, I'll be back on track. Alright. So yeah, if you think this looks choppy, and it probably really does, yeah, just you wait for the this is cool. For the remastered version, which will be just like this, except much higher resolution and frame rate. Let's see. So if this was 720p, or 1080p is double that, and 4K is 8 times that. Except this is actually 576i, and I don't know, I think I worked this out before, but 576i was, I'm not sure if it was more or less than half a megapixel. I think it was a bit more. So it's a bit better than half HD. That was a little rabbit or chinchilla or mouse or something that was hopping along there. No, I like the detail in here. It's nice. So yeah, but I think this would be pretty cool to see on new consoles running properly. With the oh, get off me! What are you doing, under angry four-wheel drive person? Gee, very aggressive. Ooh, almost had another tree incident. Thankfully, did not. Yeah, all them overtaking me makes me think perhaps I will be losing my lead. Oh, still in 7th, a bit closer to 6th than before too, I think. Alright, let's make up some real... Woo! I like that you can steer in the air. You can angle your nose downwards at least. And other stuff. Doesn't make any sense. That's alright. So yes. This... You know what would have been okay? I would have been another 2008 off-road game. I would have been much more happy to see remastered. Motorstorm Pacific Rift. Oh man, that would be great to see on PS4. But that's not happening, unfortunately. But boy, it would be great. A Motorstorm collection with 1 and 2, and maybe you can skip Apocalypse. I know, Apocalypse wasn't that bad, it was just kind of strange. Track design was still pretty good, but I don't know. Apocalypse sort of just did what, whoa! Whoopsie. What's the game I'm thinking of? With split-second velocity. Apocalypse was like that, except easier. And not quite as explodey. That's not very helpful. Another game exactly like Split Second Velocity was that Ridge Racer, whatever it was called. The one spin-off one, Ridge Racer Unbounded. That was strange. It was another city destroy thing. It wasn't very good. I'm liking this track. It's very hilly and twisty and nice. Oh, oh, oh. And I don't even think this looks that bad in composite, because I'm used to playing PS2 games on this TV as well, so this looks just fine, even though it could look better in HD. Oh well. Should we stop? Oh yes, we should absolutely stop here. Oh. Yeah, I'm just going to try and nick that little helicopter, but I don't know where we've lost all our power. Oh, well, our water's pretty low too. Okay, definitely call the helicopter again. Thank you, Air 2. So what's Air 1? No. Oh, that's right, Air 1 has the president in it. There's Cadillac 1, and Boat 1. Oh, that's Air Force 1. You get the idea, whatever. Ah! Oh dear, that's a nasty roll. We'll do a reset. Hey, did we get our panel back from that reset? I think we got that panel we lost back when we got to the next stage. Oh well. Where's our helicopter? Just over the side. Okay, that's a funny enough place. I did stop. Oh. I did repair. Excellent. I think. Yep, everything looks good. Oh, hey, the water's still hot. Oh well. I can't fix that. It's fine. Or, no, water hot or water missing? No. Sideways view. On its view. Bulldog view. Bully dog. Bully dog must be some sort of sponsor. They must make rev counters. Probably not. Possibly. I don't know. I'll go back to bonnet. Oh. Okay, don't know what's pulling us to the right there. It's just a bit of wonky terrain. It's fine. I meant left. It's supposed to be good with left and right. Come on. Okay. What to do? Reading signs or clipping through. I'm not sure if I hit that one or not. Another bridge under. That's a reused asset. Whoa! We're really off the track. Can we reset? We can. That's nice. 6th place. We're moving up in the world. Prove it by overtaking these insignificant jeeps. No, they matter too. They're just not cool. Hill into the very blue sky. I could stop to repair again, but I won't. Although I got very close to stopping. It's kind of pointless that I stopped. Oh. Still 6th place. Close to 5. 2.88 ahead. So we already have that huge lead from the first stage, so we might not need to catch up that much. Could even get music from the YouTube audio library and play here, but I don't think there's even enough music in there. At least not enough good music or enough long enough pieces. There should be plenty of royalty-free classical music out there somewhere. I don't know, maybe I'll have to find it and put it in. If you're already hearing classical music, that means I already need to find it and put it in. I don't know. Not sure where to find it. I suppose Wikipedia has some Og Vorbis. Oh, someone just ran over a chinchilla, I think. Maybe it escaped. I don't know, they're pretty quick, those things. And very soft, apparently. Never felt a chinchilla. They're apparently the softest animals in the world. And that's why they farm them and skin them and make very soft things. Because that's what they're for. The people are very up in arms about that, because it's not a very nice thing to do. And they're right. It isn't. Eating ice cream? Or do I have to wait till the blue spare goes away, or just call them again? Alright. I'll check back in a few. So I don't get a puncture before then. I don't even know if I can get a puncture in this game. Probably not. I've been thinking long and hard about which playlist to put this video in. That's why I made the shorter video, so that this wouldn't have to go in the Super Variety bucket, because I think it's just too long for that. I'll have to make some sort of feature-length playlist for big videos, but not that episode 3 of the Ace Combat 2, even though that was 57 minutes long, because the other episodes were also fairly big in comparison. And yeah, I don't know. You don't care about that. No one watches my Ace Combat 2 and Entr'acte thing as much as I enjoy playing it. I'd like to do more of that probably. I'd remember to split the videos into smaller bits, because I know that nobody wants to watch a 57-minute video. Although if you're here watching a very long video, I don't know how long this is going to be, probably between 2 and 3 hours, then good job to you. Here we have a roller coaster, which I distinctly remember. I started the career mode and was doing a race around this roller coaster, and the frame rate plummeted really badly, because this game can also run in 1080p, according to the back of it. No, I think it was running in 1080p, and it ran very badly. So at least when you're running through composite standard definition, it's a consistent frame rate, even if it is a bit low. Which makes the prospect of playing at 60 all the more appealing. That said, I'm not going to be buying a remaster of this for $50 anytime soon. I'll just stick with what I got, because I hardly played at all. I thought the campaign was a real pain, so I just put in the cheat code to unlock all the vehicles, just to have it as a fun side game, because not everyone has the time to play through a very long Baja Edge of Control campaign. Oh yes, I put in the cheat code. I can't remember what it was, but it's a very simple word thing, and you just unlock all the cars and all the places, and now I've got it. I can just play stuff. Anyway, that's that. We're on the left side of the road, as we should be in Australia, but this isn't Australia, and oh boy, the tyres, I really should have called about those. Just noticed. One reason I noticed is because the car is pulling violently to the left and going very slow. The other reason would be, well, I looked at the gauge again and my tyres are at 0, they are dead, they are cheese, and that is why my car is going very slowly. And, whoa, I'm glad he veered left a bit. Don't know what that sign said, but I'm in 5th somehow, even with the terrible tyres making me very slow. Let's fix that up. Here's the helicopter. There you are, my good friend. What a quick landing. Unrepaired. Good. Out of the rut. Okay. Into seconds. Water's getting pretty hot because I revved pretty high. Don't know what I'll have to do about that when it overheats, if it overheats. I think the stage will end before this overheats. We'll see. Scoob. Scoob Maloney. What a name, Scoob. Or Scooby. That would be strange if the B was pronounced B. It'd have to be a capital B for that. That would be a really pretentious name. Unless you're a DJ, then you can be called whatever you want. You can be called Dead Mouse, where the mouse is spelt like the German mouse, and where the S is a 5, and no one will care. I was thinking Scooby though, it reminded me of an excellent game called Phantom Crash. Hidden gem on the Xbox, where you pilot Scoobies, which are actually mechs, and fight each other in Neo Japan of some sort. And it's very good. I only played a little bit, but I really liked what I played. Let's do a series on that when and if I eventually get... Not if. I definitely will eventually get an Xbox composite cable so I can record that. I only have a component cable at the moment now. My Xbox composite cable is lost, as I've said many times in other videos. Not that you would need to know that. Yeah, don't know. But you need to know that it's missing, so you know why I'm not doing Xbox videos. So if I could, I really would. He has a lot of white smoke, which means he must be having a water problem. That's one thing that I know for sure about. Yeah. I'm not actually sure if it's 100% right, but from what I've heard, a good rule of thumb is white smoke, well, white steam, rather, or smoke, whatever. If it's white coming out of your car, you've got some sort of water overheating problem. If it's black, you've got oil. If it's sort of blue, that's a fuel thing, and that's really dangerous. Now we're going to overtake these 3 Jeeps because we've reached tremendous speed. Which calls to mind that, oh, I'll stop for repair. Free repairs, I like that. Thanks. Just as my tyres were getting halfway done. No, what was it? Lone Wolf McQuaid, where he has his truck, it says, wasn't supercharge this. And, yeah, it's just a stupid movie. It's hilarious though. Chuck Norris.
Cannot hurt me, Ranger. I've got supercharger.
Oh yeah? Supercharge that.
Yeah.
Over hills, over more hills, there's the sky. It's very bright. It's very nice looking. Very blue. It might be even bluer in the recording. I don't know. I think I turned the saturation up a bit on the dazzle, I'm not sure. What else can we talk about? We could even talk about things outside the game. We could talk about all the different shapes of pasta and why. Why are there so many different shapes of pasta? Were the Italians just bored? Who knows? I mean, surely they don't all have a purpose. I mean, yes, fettuccine is nice, but and spaghetti is nice, and ravioli is... Oh, okay, ravioli is different. Ravioli is pillows of salty meat inside the pasta. I mean, the flat noodles and the round noodles and linguine as well, they're not so different. They're all pasta, they're all the same stuff, it's different shapes. So they don't really have different purposes. They might feel slightly different in the mouth, but you could replace one with the other and no one would mind. Although, fettuccine boscola has to be fettuccine to be called a fettuccine boscola, I suppose. But only for that reason, no? So it's only for name. You just pick the pasta that sounds best. Well, then fettuccine always. It's just a good word. Well, linguine's not bad either. And there's probably some better ones too, but I don't know all the pasta shapes. Trubelli, angel hair, whatever. And that's the finish line for this stage, and we're 5th. And how are we doing overall, though? We are way ahead. But pretty slow on that one. Oh, we'll see how we go on the next one. Perhaps if we keep on finishing a minute behind, well then we'll definitely lose our 3 minutes of lead. Rally races are fun because there can be a wide range of vehicles racing together on the same track, but you are only competing against the other vehicles in your class. Oh, so when I put it on competitive classes, am I still only ranked against the other four-wheel drives and not against the open-wheelers? Even though they should be around the same speed. Oh well. Interesting, I suppose. Oh, alrighty. Oh, this is that woodlandy stage. Well, maybe it's a different one. I thought when I played this on that previous video, or the previous attempt I had at making a video, that this stage wouldn't be in the Baja 1000. Maybe it's a different one, I'm not sure. Still, everything's unexpectedly foresty after all that desert. We'll see. In about 20 minutes. Oh, do I have to cross this stream? It's fine, it's only a very shallow one. Unlike that other water that tried to kill the car. Oops, a bit of stone. Which way stone? It's alright. Perhaps second gear would be better? Only until 97. Oh no, we can get to 100 in second gear, wow. I think about probably revising that. I was going to say, no, second gear's only better till 70, and then I was thinking, no, 80, no, 90. And then speed so fast. Second gear's good, and third gear's good too. I don't know if I'll ever even need fourth. Maybe on a completely open straight. We'll see. Whoa, that's quite a roll you've done there. As much as I may be liking this rally game, it's still not my favourite. I've only played a few hours of this. I did a Baja 500 a year or so ago, and other little bits. I tried the campaign and wasn't happy with it, as I explained before. So it was a bit of a pain. Pain. No. Yeah. I have too many PS3 games. Far too many. I went a bit nuts with the brief disposable income I had for a little while. And blew it all. On PS3 games and older games. PS2 and PS1 and Dreamcast as well. While I was on holiday, I just went to a... I went to a, well, you know, pawnbrokers and cash converters and retro game shops, because there was one up at, where is it now? Those markets somewhere on the Gold Coast. Yeah, and I spent all of my the money I had at the time. It's probably silly, but hey, I'll make money again in the future, and those games will keep me happy for ages. Forever, probably. I don't know if I'll ever get around to playing them all. Hopefully. Good. Probably not. I mean, what do you do with a backlog of several hundred things? I just don't know. And Steam too. Got quite a few things on Steam that I don't know when I'll do. I suppose if I make a series out of them, that might convince me to play them. I don't know. I've got Red Faction Guerrilla on Steam. I've already played plenty of that on PS3, but to a Red Faction Guerrilla series, which would be especially fun if I can enable the super hammer from the start. That'd be tremendous fun. I don't need to be talking about my future plans in my head to you, because you're listening and stuff. What should I talk with you about? I'd ask you questions. You wouldn't be able to answer them except through comments. Oh, that's fine. I read all your comments. I respond to all the comments that I can respond to or need to. And I definitely read them all. So, we can do that, but I don't know what I'd ask you. What do you like in your cheesecake? Do you like... I was going to say baked or continental, but I think... Isn't continental the baked? What flavour is continental cheesecake? It doesn't taste like a continent, but it's very nice. No, I should ask, yeah, baked or raw cheesecake? Or whatever they call the non-baked ones. The cold ones. The ones you just put in the fridge. You don't cook them, they just go... They set in the fridge, you know. Watch out, people mover! Oh boy. I've probably given someone whiplash. How irresponsible. And that's why the gumball rally was banned, folks. No, it was actually because of all the speeding. Well, actually, there might have been a few accidents. I don't know. I don't know much about the gumball rally. I just do a lot of wiki walking. Read endless pages and things I don't need to know about. And then forget half of them. So I could tell you all about the chemical formula for sapphire, but I forgot it. Something with a lot of C in it. There's plenty of carbon in sapphire. Ooh, that sounded bad. Did I hit the diff? I didn't hit the... Oh no, I didn't really, because otherwise I would be stopping right now. But I've lost some speed. How my gauge is looking. Shocks are fine, clutches fine, brakes fine, tyres are not so fine. Oil's doing okay, water's about halfway to bad. But halfway to bad is halfway to good, so water's just fine. Helicopter? Where? I see an H, but there's nothing there. Why am I stopping here? I'm wasting precious, precious time. I'll just call a chopper instead. I'm not really a chopper, I'm a helicopter. Okay, fine. Oh, you're not tied up. You'll do. Just stay there, little yellow helicopter. Reparo. Very good. What chaos. Let's put the gauges away. Wonder how I'm doing for time. Probably not so good after that other false stop. So why am I in this view? I should be in this view. So we can enjoy all the different trees. And I can tell you which types of tree they're not. See that tree to the right? That's not an oak tree. Or an acacia. It's just a tree, man. I don't know. I'm not a botanist. Or an arborist. If I was an arborist, I could help get rid of the tree. But we don't need to do that, because it's not really in the way. And trees are good. Gotta have trees. It's amazing when you think about how many trees are cut down in the Amazon each day. I remember hearing that statistic all through primary school of the amount of space, of land cleared in the Amazon, the amount in football fields, there was a few. And just amazing. I think, well, how hasn't it all disappeared? I guess the Amazon is really huge, but surely that's not sustainable at all. Don't know. Well, I do know, I knew, but that cannot be sustainable to cut down football fields of timber each day. Unless you also plant football fields of timber, but even then, cutting is a lot faster than planting. We've reached 50 kilometers. If I drove this far, I would... Yeah, I don't know. Let's not make anything out of that. I'm just trying to figure out where I'd be. It's pointless. It's not very helpful at all. Whoa! I mean, I could get my hypercalc app out and figure out, convert 50 kilometers to astronomical units and work out how much closer I'd be to the sun. Probably not very much, but that would be totally pointless. Do I need to talk this much through this, or are you just happy watching the car drive through a forest for hours? I don't know. Maybe if I just keep changing views, it'll keep it interesting. Ooh! Ooh, the frame rate feels smoother now. I just felt a sudden increase in smoothness when I went to this view. Maybe I'll stay in this view. And then maybe then I'll be able to render the video in 720p 50, and for parts where it is smooth, it'll be smooth. At the moment, I really can't tell what the frame rate's like. It just feels smoother now. One ahead. Not bad, not bad. I'm probably halfway through this stage. Ah, smell the trees. Breathe in. Yep. Ah, very good. No. Have you got smell-o-vision? Oh, I didn't actually record this video with smell-o-vision in mind. You'll have to just smell-o-vision it in your head. Oh well, what a shame. What else can we do? Any short ideas here? There's another chinchilla! Or is it a rabbit? Or is it a pika? Who knows? I was thinking I could whisper into the microphone and make this into an ASMR video, but that would be weird and difficult. And I don't even get ASMR. And I'm not really interested in getting it. don't think it's that important to my life. If it helps you sleep or whatever, that's cool for you. You keep doing your ASMR thing. And you can watch your videos where a woman wears a dress and has blonde hair and whispers things into a strange microphone and puts lots of emoticons in the title of the video for some reason. That's fine. I forgot her name. She's one of the really popular ASMR channels. I looked it up just because I was curious about the stuff. Was that a lizard on the road? I don't know. And, yeah, it was odd. There's a really loud crackling noise in my headset now, and I'm not happy with that. I don't think it's on your end. I think it's just a problem with the audio preview in Pinnacle Studio Capture. Oh well. We'll ignore it. I'll ignore the crackling, or I could just take the headset off. It won't be hard to speak into the microphone. Ah, decisions. Ooh, tyres. Whoa, I hit a nice car. A lot of people hit cars. These AI are really bad at avoiding the other AI that are driving the traffic. How about now for tyres? Oh, thank you. Was I saying something about my favourite rally game before? I know I was, but did I mention what it was? It's definitely Rally Sport Challenge 2. That game's amazing. In front of us we have a loud and very highly modified unlimited VW. Anyway, time to stop. Does that work? Did that work? Whoa, why am I stuck? What am I stuck on? I don't know, but I'm climbing up a hill. That's not good. Wrong button. Right. That's the one. My tyres are good. Alright. Away I go. Now that I think about it, when the new remastered version of this game comes out in sometime in the second quarter of this year, which I think we're in. We are in. I don't know. I couldn't find the release date for it. It just said something about being Q2 2017, but that's awfully soon to announce it now. No, it was announced March. Ages ago. Oh well, I only just found out now. Either way, when the new version comes out, I'm sure now that there's a lot more YouTubers than there were in 2008, with a lot more hop hog, HD PVRs and those other things, and the share button, although it's a bit hard. Oh no, I was going to say it's a bit hard to do videos more than 15 minutes, but people can just stream directly to YouTube from their consoles now, of course. But now that there's all that, there'll probably be a lot more videos of maybe even full Baja 1000s, probably full Baja 1000s, pretty soon. But yes, I've come in just before that little wave, lucky me. I suppose. But people will probably be clicking on those ones, because they'll be in 1080p 60, and I'll be here in 720p unknown frame rates, and... don't know. That's alright. You're just here for the gimmick, aren't you? Where I tell you how much the duration of this video compared to other things. It's a gimmick I thought of a while ago, so it's not something I've thought of in post. This was a pre-planned thing. I just thought, if I do a really long video, what if I put a little thing in saying, the video I've been watching has now been going for longer than Pulp Fiction at some point. And I will do that at some point, if we reach that point in time. Probably will. Yes, I don't know. I thought it would be a fun thing. I don't know. Factoids are fun. Right, 170. Oh, not quite. Now 170. That's incredibly fast. We're going to run into the back of this person if we're not careful. Oh, thankfully they curved away onto the other road. Goody. Alright. And if we start calling for tyres soon, we may just get them just in time. No, we'll be fine. Ooh, if we can just stay on the road. And jump. So we can't have mass. Oh, no, it's jumping awfully easily. That was going very fast. Oh, I'm sure it all makes sense. Oh, I'm just thinking now of other games I really want to play for some reason. And it's Revolt. Revolt and Hot Wheels Extreme Racing. Those are the things I want to play right now. But I'm playing this, so I've got to be playing this. And I probably don't really want to be playing those two games right now. But it would be fun to make something out of them. Because they're games I've loved for a long time. Well, Hot Wheels for a long time. Revolt's only since I've had the Dreamcast. And again, this is all about me. We can make this about you. I've asked you the cheesecake question now. Question 2. I was going to ask how do you like your steak. That's a stupid question. The answer's medium rare always. For most people. It's odd, I don't know. Medium rare just must be the most common answer. I've never really met anyone who orders otherwise. I haven't met that many people, and there's a whole world of people, but it just seems the normal choice. I suppose I probably like the rarer bits. I've never actually had a completely rare steak. But I think I might have my next one very rare. That sounds good. Oh, right, I've really got to push on this X button. Yeah, I recorded my last little attempt at driving around in this, the practice, using a DualShock 4, since DualShock 4 is work with PS3. Yeah, PS3, yeah, really slurring. Oh, I haven't talked for so long in ages, my tongue is getting tired. My tongue muscle actually feels like it's been worked out. Alright, I should really call for those tires. No go, no, I'm taking this one. Hey, wait, did that count? Yes! Wonderful. That should be cheating and not allowed at all to just ram into the helicopter as it's leaving, but hey, it gave me tyres somehow, through magic. I like magic tyres. Helpful. Okay, the end of this race must be coming up pretty soon, and we're doing pretty well in it. End of this stage, that is. We can race. The race has a long way to go. It's like the Amazing Race, except it's not with bad reality TV. Although that watermelon incident of the Amazing Race is legendary. If you don't know what I'm talking about with the watermelon and the Amazing Race, probably pause this, or maybe even stop it completely, abandon it, because if you like watching people getting hit in the face by watermelons. Anyway, I was talking about something else before. Before I was talking about how my tongue was getting tired, I was talking about how I was using a DualShock 4. But that has a digital X button, so I never had to worry about the accelerator. But here, I feel I need to push harder because I'm using DualShock 3. Yeah, using DualShock 3 again, and has an analog X button, of course. So the amount of acceleration I give it is the same as the amount of pushing I do with my thumb. And I know I could be using triggers, but if I use triggers in this, then to change gear I have to do that with the right stick, and I really prefer to have buttons for gears. On a controller. In a real car I would prefer a gear stick than buttons, obviously. A bit weird changing gears with buttons. Ah, is that helicopter I called? I guess I could use it. Yep. Excellent. Please get going. Come on. Very good. Oh, why did I do that? The finish line's right there. What a waste. Well, still won the stage by how much? Ooh, by quite a bit. Our total race time, or total rally time, is still only 1 hour, 34 minutes, 54 seconds. Although there was other time in loading, so it's not the time of the video, whatever. Baja, edge of control. I'm not really on the edge of control because the 4x4 class handles like a dream. Not like the other classes. If I were in a trophy truck, I probably would be on the edge of control. If I was in a Baja buggy, the little 80 horsepower one, I'd probably be on the edge of my patience. Not because I'm frustrated by driving slow, but because it handles really a bit unpredictably. This is quite a long loading screen to talk through. Although to be fair, it is loading a 20-minute race, and wow, that is red. This almost looks like Australia. Or at least the stereotypical Australia that people think of. I don't know. You know, Australia does have a big red bit. It's huge, but it's in the middle. The red centre. And not all of Australia is like this. We don't all ride kangaroos to school. That's just an Alice Springs thing. And wow, that is an amazing natural arch. I want to look up at it, but if I do that, I'll probably crash like I just did. It is beautiful. Although it's not a natural arch. Wasn't there a bridge in there too? Or was it a natural arch? I couldn't quite tell. But amazing still. Alright, this game definitely passes the scenery test. Maybe I will buy that remaster. But not for $50, not now. I'm poor. I need a job. And I'm not going to use YouTube. I'm not going to use YouTube as my job. Definitely not. Doesn't matter how successful I could get. I wouldn't want to. I mean, well, okay, everyone has their price. So if it suddenly exploded into a multi-million view thing, which would get me thousands, and maybe yeah, I'd put the ads on. But I don't know. I don't feel, especially for gaming videos, it's not my content. I don't have much of a right to make money out of it. Maybe I do. Fair use and all that. But that, and I don't really feel like wasting other people's time with ads. We don't need it. No one needs to see ads. Plus, the way I currently am, and no need to have delusions of grandeur, like I just mentioned about the millions. This channel isn't going to explode overnight. Yeah. It won't be a viable job for me. Maybe eventually, if I really stuck at this, like I plan to. I've always had this idea in my head that I'm going to still be making videos on YouTube or whatever its successor is, some other video sharing platform. You know, when I'm 70 years old, have some super long running channel, and I'll obviously branch out into other things besides gaming. I could do all sorts of things. I just don't know exactly what yet. I've talked about it before. Cooking, who knows? Something. I can't really cook. That would be entertaining. Watch me not really cook. I've got the pseudonym and everything. It's all planned out. But don't know what else out there. Probably when I get my own place. Love to have my own place. This is a nice bridge. It's a suspension bridge. Or was it? No, I think it was. Is that a worst case? Yeah, it's a suspension bridge. What are we talking about? Right, YouTube, Illusions Grandeur. Right, so no need to have my delusions of being the next million hit thing with money. Doesn't make any sense now, am I? Where was I going? Drive and talk. Gotta do both at once. Gotta think as well, and that's a bit too much. Multitasking is not really a thing that one can do. Not this one, at least. How are my tyres looking? Pretty good. Maybe I'll put that on to show when damaged. What was I doing? Right. Right. So, it's a small channel, and at present, I know YouTube really doesn't like when you disclose how much you earn. It's probably somewhere in their very, very long terms of use. At least from another video I watched about someone earning money, that you definitely cannot tell the viewers how much you make. Though you can do it through some roundabout way. But I can tell you that on the few videos I monetized, the ones that were successful, not all of them, some of the most successful ones, in fact most of the most successful ones, my old SX Tricky videos, I pulled and I made them unlisted, even though they were getting tens of thousands of views compared to my other things which only get tens of views. I delisted them, or at least for now I've delisted them. I might put them back on, at least to attract people to my newer and I think better, more enjoyable stuff. I delisted them because I thought they were below standards, but where was I going with this? Ugh, I need a plan here. But I can't have an agenda to read while I drive. What was I saying? Yeah. Right. How much money do I earn? To be paid by YouTube, to be paid by Google for YouTube, for AdSense, you need to make at least a minimum of $100, and I have definitely not made $100, and at the rate I'm earning money, which is only, it's in cents per month, I wouldn't earn $100 for 30 years, probably. Although that's not taking into account growth. I do earn a couple of subscribers every couple of days, and I count them and I cherish them. It's really important to me that someone somewhere out there in the world liked my video enough to go, yep, I want to see more of what this person does. This is interesting, I like it. And so far, as of today, 800 people have done that. And thank you very much to all of you. But, yeah, I don't see this ever becoming a job. This is just a hobby, it's just something I really like doing. Video editing, even though it's can be a bit monotonous, not as monotonous as animating, jeez. I'm in the middle of animating something, it's taking forever. But we'll keep that on below, because I'm not going to tell you what I'm animating. Yeah, video editing, even if it's a slow process, it's something I enjoy. The production of the video and that. It's just fun. But, yeah, not a job. I could get a job in video editing, but not for myself. You know, I could get a job in the industry, but I don't know. I need to get degrees, I need to learn how to use those Adobe programs, the million buttons. I already use Vegas, which is complicated enough. And since this is buried deep in the middle of the video, and I've just decided I can tell you now because no one knows or cares, but I will anyway. The Vegas I use I had to pirate because there's no way I can afford Vegas. Oh, I should stop those tyres. I'm going to stop and turn around. I need them badly. Oh no, he's leaving. I'm going to turn all the way around. Yes, anyway, I'm sorry, I pirated Vegas. I'm sorry, Sony. I've given you so much money already. No, that's not really a justification. But I don't know. I could just say it's a free world, and that. But you know, liberal views about things and need time to coagulate these thoughts. That's not the right word at all. Collude? No. Something. Nice barn. Very red. Looks just like a barn that I would picture. If I were picturing a barn, there's some silos. One has grain, one has pig poo or something. No, that was the plot of the Sims movie. Is that a combine harvester I saw, or was it a tractor? I don't know. I've always had this other little mini plan in my head to start singing Harvester of Sorrow when I see a combine harvester. Is it just a strange thing? Is it weird to be like planning the musical references you're gonna make in your head for just in case they do happen, just because they'd be funny little side things? I don't know. Maybe my throat's getting sore. This is what happens when you talk non-stop for 80 minutes or something. And yet we're still only probably less than halfway there. Oh, we have such a long way to go. Vroom vroom. I could take a little break in the middle and eat something, don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I'd leave the recordings running, so I don't want to really stop them, because I have to find out a sync point. Nah, it's lazy. No. Leave them running, but I hope they're okay to leave running. Can my Dazzle even sustain, on my laptop especially? Can I even record for that long? I don't know, I hope so. Will Vegas crash while I'm recording my narration? I don't know. Should I use Audacity? Probably. But I get confused by Audacity. It does strange things. Ooh. It's a crazy bus. Whoa, and a crazy coyote or cat or some animal starting to see. Here's a sudden hairpin or else we fall off a cliff. We made it. We didn't fall off the cliff. Very good. Third place. Behind Evan Boltzmann. Ahead of Scoob. Did I say ahead of Evan? Evan is ahead of us. We're behind Evan. We're ahead of Scoob. Life's good. Life is hard though. I know. Ars longa, vita brevis. Art is long. Life is hard. No. Life is short. Art is long. And other things. But I don't know. It's just a Latin saying. And we always hold these things to be true, but it's got a real point there. I don't know, you hear it all the time though. Life is short. Oh, now we're really in this. It's philosophical time. We've gotten too far into the video now. It's time to start philosophizing and slurring words. The same thing happened when I did SSX Tricky, except I was philosophizing then in a video that I recorded narration over because I lost the narration, but still, it happens if I do any amount of commentating for long enough. It eventually just goes to philosophy or something else completely irrelevant, and I like it when that happens. I really have to push on this X button hard. I might eventually just snap and switch to triggers. Oh dear, I'm not on the track. It took me a long time to realise I was not on the track, but I really am not on the track. And my tyres have reached 0. We gotta call our friend. Thank you. Anyway, back to philosophy. It's commonly said that life is short. And I suppose there's a few ways to look at that. Cosmically, a human life is very short, obviously. What do they say? It's like a blink of an eye on that tiny speck of dust in the universe. But oh, bugger, I've gone all the way past the helicopter, haven't I? Turn around. I don't mind. I've got a huge lead. And plus, it's not about winning. It's about getting new tyres. Oh, they won't let me go backwards. Bastards. Bureaucracy. Can't go backwards. Unbelievable. We'll call them again. What are you talking about? Yeah, that's it. I'll try soon. Call your tech support. Hey, I've advanced in the call queue. I can now have a helicopter. If only it were like that when you're on hold. Just saying, yes, life is short, cosmically, yes. I've already been through that point. But another way I'm looking at it is, someone probably has already said this, but I've never heard it said. But life, it's the longest thing you do. Your life is everything. So how could it be short? It's the whole thing. It's everything. If it's short, if it's short, what could be longer? Nothing could be longer. You don't want to live forever, unless you upload your head into a computer. But life is short. Come on now. Too short for what? Well, they're not saying too short. They're just saying it's short. It is short. It's years and years and years, but and if you think so, I'm 20 years old. It's felt like an eternity getting here. It has been. It has been my eternity. My entire existence has been spent getting to here. So it has been a long time. I suppose, if I think about it, that's a quarter of the way to 80. Well, no, but that's still a long time. That's a really long time to live. Or isn't it? I don't know. And I don't care. It's a life. You have a life, you live it. It doesn't matter how long it is. Well, okay, hold on. Doesn't matter how long it is. It does matter a bit how long it is. That's how we define lives too. You know, abortions and all that are all about how long it is. Whoa, that's not getting into abortions. I'm saying it doesn't matter how long it is. Well, it doesn't matter how long you think it is. Your life is as long as your life is. On average, it's probably, I don't know how long the average is, it's probably only in the 60s because of all the people who die before they die of old age, but either way, it's years. It's years and years. It's a whole lot of birthdays. I just don't celebrate birthdays for some reason. Even if you don't celebrate birthdays, they still happen, so shut up. I don't know why I'm telling you to shut up. You're not ranting at me because I complained about you not celebrating birthdays. If you are ranting at me, are you a Jehovah's Witness? Well, my only suggestion would be get out of that thing as fast as you can, but I mean, if you've really fallen for it and there's no going back, then that's... you're too far gone now. And really my point of view is that you can actually apply it to almost any religion, but some are more culty than others. But really, they're all not good for you. Maybe some people say going to churches and that's good, it gives you a sense of community, a chance to sing with other people. Well, I guess if you don't get to sing with other people and have a sense of community in your otherwise life. I just noticed this game has terrain deformation. I knew that before, but I forgot. Terrain deformation's pretty cool. That's how the tracks are being caused and that. That's a sudden jarring shift in tone when I stop talking about atheism and start talking about terrain deformation. No, but anyway, really, like, I don't know. I don't have a problem with you if you're religious. I have a problem with religions in general. I think organised religion is a terrible thing, but and if your reason is that it brings people together, well, there's definitely better ways. And if it gives you a purpose, well, there's definitely better purposes. Live your life for the purpose of doing good in the world. That's the purpose. And you can do good in the world without a religion. Crazy idea, hey? And you don't have to pay anyone in a big stadium to do it. Looking at you, Hillsong. Strange people. Strange people in charge. And strange people who fall for it too, but it's just a shame. And I don't even know what born again Christianity is all about, but I don't want to know. Well, I do want to know. I don't want to start ranting about it. Some people I know have heard of born again Christians. I don't even have the faintest idea what that means. I'm surprised I haven't Googled it, Wikipedia'd it yet. But I must have at some point, but forgotten. No, don't know. Probably not. Either way. So I can't rant against them when I don't know fully about what their thing is. Though from the person I heard, and they were talking very strongly about how their bracelet said Yahweh and how they are a Jesus lover. And they asked me, it's fine, I know for a fact the person I'm talking about isn't watching this, but they just asked me while I was doing something else, are you a Jesus lover? And I just didn't know what to do. I sort of just went, look, you're a nice person, Orf, but what? Your question sounds so ridiculous to me. No, I'm not really a Jesus lover, no. Jesus lover. I mean, I could have just asked if I was religious, but a Jesus lover is putting it a bit strangely. Yeah. They tried to put all that on me in primary school with their scripture. I really don't know why they... Why are they proselytizing in Australian primary schools? Why? I mean, I suppose Christianity is probably the official religion of the country, but it's still no excuse. Anyway, there's us still in the lead. 79 minutes to 84. Wow, we're really winning. Go us. Winning. Yeah. No. What do we at? Proselytizing now. I really don't like it. What right do the strangers who are employed by a school have to tell people what to believe when I don't know. It's just frustrating, very frustrating. See these very irrational things spread onto people who would accept it and not think about it. Can you teach critical thinking? Dunno. I really want... I want to be a primary school teacher. Because I'd like to fix primary school teaching. That's my big end goal here. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know what I can do to that. Maybe I'd have to eventually find some way to work my way into a governmental position, and maybe see if I can work on changing the legislature around schools, or changing the syllabus. No. There's problems. And not just the problems of the syllabus teaching you things you don't really need to know at all, like that popular "Don't Stay in School" video by Boy in a Band, and his other things on that. But they're really interesting. I was really interested to see those. I really enjoyed those. Because he raised a lot of good points about dumb things in syllabuses. And that was relevant to the UK syllabus, but still relevant here as well. But I was talking about... yeah. So that's not the only problem, but I suppose the only other one I could think of was, yeah, that and the religion thing. I don't know, probably other things. It's probably no use to keep children in a room and just blah blah words at them for 8 hours and just hope that they remember them to write them down on a piece of paper. That's probably not a helpful system at all. But I have no idea what a helpful system would be. I like the sounds of those, alternative schools that you just learn what you want to learn, and it's a really cool idea if that would become the mainstream thing. It sounds awfully utopian, but I don't know. What's wrong with utopia? Shouldn't utopia be the goal? I don't know. Maybe not. There's got to be something wrong with utopia. Hey, it's better than dystopia. But thankfully we're not there yet either. Yet. No, I'm kidding. I don't see the world ever becoming a dystopia. It's just a fun thing to write about. Although there are some pretty horrible places in the world, apparently. We only hear about them in our sheltered homes, in our warm blankets, watching the news. And saying, oh look, all these people in poor African country have been killed by, insane religious cults who kills, or whatever. I'm just generalizing here. You know what I mean, though. Probably talking about Boko Haram. But, whoa, I didn't mean to mention that in a racing video. We're just mentioning anything. It's anything's go. It's anything goes. I mean, I'm driving a car and podcasting. How fun! How new! I should podcast. If I did podcast, it would be just like this, except my throat wouldn't be so dry because I'd have a glass of water on the side. I think I'm definitely going to stop for a glass of water in 16 minutes when this race ends. Ugh, that's a long time to go without water. I can go without water for 16 minutes. People have gone for longer. People have gone through deserts. Lawrence of Arabia is a great film. Oh, there's water. Digital water makes me thirsty. What a fascinating thing about the brain. It's not even water, it's just a representation. It's just blue pixels, but it still makes me... The brain recognizes it, goes, that's water, that's a lake, you're thirsty. You're really thirsty. You're extra thirsty now because you saw those blue pictures, which you came to think of is a lake in your brain. It's just amazing. The brain is amazing. Crazy stuff. Do I need tyres yet? No, not really. Woo! Thank you, crazy truck, for not hitting me and swerving. Swerving was good. Okay. Driving through the red centre of Australia. Not really, but I can pretend it is. Even though it's slightly different in that Australia doesn't really have these kind of lakes or these kinds of trees. Well, there's lake air, but lake air is mostly empty. Or isn't it? Is lake air the empty one? I don't know. Don't know why I was singing that in sort of rhyme. It was not sort of rhyme, just the sort of cadence to it. I don't know, it's just a thing I do when I'm bored and don't know what to do. Filling in time. The sky is so blue, it's kind of dark blue at the top. Just like the real sky. Was the real sky light blue at the top and dark blue at the bottom? Depends where the sun is. I think usually it's darker at the top. Depends how your sunglasses are. That's good, the sky in this game is pretty good. I don't see any banding or anything. You probably will in the finished result. It's been compressed, but no banding in the sky. How come Gran Turismo 6 couldn't get that right? There's banding everywhere in that sky, although it wasn't just a skybox, it was like a real-time... Whoa! Real-time time. What am I thinking of? Not real-time. Yeah, it had day-night cycles. And when the sun set, there'd be this huge ugly banding in the sky. Am I accelerating all the way, or do I need to push harder with my thumb? Let's use the middle of my thumb. It's better. Oh dear, we didn't turn left enough. Right enough. Why am I saying the opposite of what I mean? Okay. Ooh, that's pretty. Oh, right. Okay, goes right here. It's a nice looking lakey thing. It's a hole with water in it. It's not a blue hole though. Blue holes are those really deep spots in the ocean. Terrifying. Well, just the idea of them is. I don't mind going to the beach and that, but the actual idea of the ocean is incomprehensibly terrifying to me. I did. Well, I think in the middle of the ocean, you have, okay, as if I'm ever going to be in the middle of the ocean, but either way, some places in there, you're a little speck on top. Underneath is hundreds of meters below you with fishes and whales and things, and then beneath that is thousands and thousands, sometimes 11,000 meters deep in some parts of the ocean, of just nothing. Just water, and well, it's obviously there's lots of little life forms, but I mean the water is incredibly massive pressures at the very bottom, full of things that'll eat you before you get to the bottom. Yeah, it's just not a place for a human to go. We are not made for that. I'm sure James Cameron can go down in this little bubble thing, but I mean, as a species, humans got no chance down there at the ocean. But other life does. Life gets everywhere here. Life is so abundant on Earth, and yet we haven't found anywhere else in the whole universe. Though, to be fair, we've barely checked. We've only checked the nearest few things. We're not even 100% sure if there's any on Mars. We're pretty sure there isn't. No, actually no, we're not. We know there's water. We know there's frozen water. And then there may be liquid water. I can't remember what we were up to on the Mars thing. I know we have these great probes, some of which are still somehow, was it Discovery or the other one? that little rover that was supposed to oh, that's oh, I thought that T-bone was gonna be worse, but I need the back. It was the little Mars rover that could. It was going to do a little mission, not a little, huge mission, but only for a few months, and it's still going 10 years later or something, or it was. I don't know if it finally shut down or what. I know, I've forgotten which rover, but one of those rovers was going for a really long time, and then it stopped. But that's not really relevant to anything. Oh, stretch the left knee. Wow, that's better. Oh, our tyres are long dead. Should have called the helicopter. How much later? Now? How about now? Alright, I'll check back when the helicopter's nearby. I see the green helicopter. About now, helicopter. Oh, I just got why they were calling him Chase. I thought Chase was just the helicopter pilot's name. Race to chase, of course. People in the race and the helicopter that's chasing. The race is talking to the chase. Huh. Duh. Oh well, it should have been obvious, but I just got it now. Oh well, at least I got it now and not ages later. It doesn't matter, I don't know. Yeah, we can have another little discussion about this. I don't think this is ontological, but does it matter if you understand something little like that immediately, or is it fine if you find out later? Okay. Oh, my back is a bit sore. I think it's because I'm not in a good seating position. Yeah, that will move. Ah, much better. Ah, pity. It's the neck. Yeah, I'm definitely going for a water break after this. I might even film it. That'll be something. Won't really be. Well, it'll be something. It won't be something interesting. Someone who hasn't shaved and should shave, and their face was itchy before they started recording, but now it isn't so itchy. But they probably will shave tonight. Yes, that's someone. That's someone being me. Drinking some water. Oh, that sounded like a puncturing noise, or a bad noise at least. And we don't need to reset. We're fine. Just a bit of rolling. I'll call that helicopter yet. What are you doing, helicopter? Oh well. Maybe they stopped for gelato. So, wait, no. There's definitely no gelato around here. Or maybe. Is that a gelato silo? I bet one of those silos contains gelato. You know why I can bet that? Because no one can check. Unless you clipped through the silo and you'd find that it was definitely empty, because it's just how game objects work. Something's gone wrong with the audio. Seems better now. Still a bit choppy. I have to check on the recording after I get the water. Something might have gone horribly wrong. Let's see. Ryan Westergaard with 2 A's, and you know what else has 2 A's? Oh, Marsden cheese. So nice. I haven't had some in a while. It's tough as life may be. Always little things, little unique things to you. Well, maybe not just unique to you, but everyone has their own things they find pleasurable. I like cheese. I really like cheese. And cheesy movies. And cheesy games. But mainly actual cheese. I was going to say I've never met a cheese I don't like. I often say I was going to say something and then say what I was going to say. And it's still saying it. But it's saying it with a bit of context of, this is what I'm saying, but it's wrong, and I'm just telling you what's wrong before I say it in a roundabout way. There you go, explaining conversation things. This is like an sex tricky transitions thing. And no, I was going to say I've never met a cheese I haven't liked, but then I remembered Danish Blue. Oh man. Last time the water's gone. We should really call it a helicopter. I wonder if there was ever a point when I could have called him in the race, or if he's been busy this whole time. No. What'll I do about the water heat? Should I just stop for a while? I don't know. Could stop the car, run out of the room, get some water, yeah, get me some H2O, and then maybe my car's H2O would cool down. So I really think it is. Oh boy, what have we done there? It's a serious impact. Let's have a look at the front if I can figure out how. Not so bad. Oh, I can see the engine. That's really cool. Could we please point the camera the right way again? Oh dear. I thought the camera would reset, but it just keeps turning. Please, please, please point the right... Oh, thank you. Okay. That's not good. We're not doing so well out here, wherever it hurt. Yeah. So, I won't go out there and get myself some H2O, just for the sake of a joke, because I don't feel like jumping out there now, but soon. When this race ends, presumably in the next 4 minutes. So far the stage has all been about 19 minutes long. Whoa. All been about 19 minutes long. Nothing's wrong here. There's the sun, that's fine. The sun's still shining. As long as the sun's still shining, there's still life on Earth. Goody. Although, maybe time. So, I don't know, the sun is good. We got all our energy from the sun. Well, most of it. The vast majority of it. So if there's ever a religion that made sense, praising the sun might. Because sure, the sun can't hear you, but you really should be thankful for it, because it is the source of all of our energy. They really are occupied. Where is this helicopter? They must have flown really long distance to go get this gelato. Ooh, someone's on this side. And they made it back up again. Alright. Okay, we'll just drive there boiling, who cares? It's not going to stop our car. What's that song about how nothing can stop us? Ah, there it goes. Ain't nothing gonna break my stride. I missed the note on the stride, and then I sort of just, half sing it like you do when you're in a pub. Except you put all your effort in there because you're a little bit tipsy. I don't know. Never really sang in a pub. Haven't been very many. Just what I assume you would do. I'd like to go to a pub where folks sing. I'd like to get to finally have a chance to sing. Well, two things: Barrett's Privateers and the Rattling Bog. So I'll need to go to let's see, Canada or Alaska and Ireland to do those things. Or not, I could do them right now, right here, but I'm thirsty and I couldn't be bothered. Maybe after I have my water. Oh, a solar farm. Hi, solar farm. Maybe after I have my water I could sing Barrett's Privateers. Not sure what good it would do us, but hey, maybe you want that. Come on. It's really struggling. Puttering along, losing the speed, but it's really getting there. Ain't nothing gonna break my stride. I'm running low on water, but oh no, I've got to keep on moving. I'm just way off. I've forgotten how the song goes as well, but it's catchy. It's so catchy. I hadn't heard it in ages. It's stuck with me. Who's that by anyway? It's not by one of the Finns, is it? It's a Neil Finn, Tin Fin. It's not. Surely not a Crowded House or Split End song. I don't think it is. But they have so many good ones. It could be. Anything could be. Oh, that's a bit of an overgeneralization. Ooh. No. Now my jaw's sore. Gee, talking for this long is serious trouble. I should never be a phone operator. Ugh. I just need to stretch my head. I'll be fine, mate. 19 minutes 49 and we still haven't done this. This must be quite a long stage, or maybe it's just taking longer because I'm puttering. Oh, it was the closest near miss. If I were in Burnout 3, I would have earned, I forget how many points. Wait, Burnout 3 didn't have a point system. We got boost. Yeah, I would have earned about 4 time arcs of boost for that. No, because they have whatever. 4 tread pattern there. Burnout 3 is great fun. I did a video on it once. No one ever saw it. Some people. No. Don't know why everyone's watching my WrestleMania 2000 things. My one WrestleMania 2000 thing. It must just be just how YouTube recommends things. People click on things, I'm sure. People click on the thing that has the views. So it's really hard for the thing to get views, but once it does, it just keeps getting them. It's weird. I don't know. Maybe people don't, but I probably do. Except sometimes. Sometimes when I'm looking for a song, I'll go for the one that has less views. Or sometimes I don't know. But often it's the one with more views. It's in the better quality. Although sometimes it's not. Sometimes it's just the one that was up there first has the most views. My wheels are really wobbling. This car is in a bad and sorry state. But judging by those stacked arrows over there, I think we're at the end. Nearly. Hey, the H. Can we get the helicopter over here? I've been checking back a little later for about 10 minutes now, but alright. It failed me, but fine. Oh, what beautiful water. It's shallow. There's a boat in it, so it can't be that shallow. Or it can be, because it's all digital. But, you know. Never mind. Humpty Dump. Yep, that's a side view. Here we go. Our once black hood is now a beautiful rusty colour. Probably because it's covered in red dirt. What is this blue car we're behind? It's just strange. We gain speed, come on! Whoa! I've attacked the blue. Sorry, blue car. I should be focusing on the road, but I was trying to slipstream you. Okay, 22 minutes in. This is a long stage compared to the other ones. And only a bit longer, but oh well. We'll see. Surely it must end soon, right? We don't know. No one knows. No one knows. It won the hottest 100 in 2003? I don't know. 2002 or 3, one of those 2 years. I know this because, I don't know, I had the CD. It was one of the only CDs I owned at that time in my life, and I played it a lot, and I liked that CD. I wasn't even 10 years old then, and one of the tracks on that CD was what was the band? I can't remember the band, but the song was called Pussy Town, and it was was I don't know. It's a catchy song. It's got. It had an organ in it. Yeah, I took no notice of the lyrics and what they meant, and then just years later, I was thinking about it, like, oh, wow. I listened to that when I was not very old. Okay. 4 minutes in, still no sign of ending. Eventually it will, surely. Hey, our water has cooled down and our tyres are still bad. Let's call again. Ah, look, they gave me the ice cream excuse again. I love that they put that in the game. It's just such a stupid line in there. But, it's funny. But, it's probably true this time. I think they really have left to go get ice cream or gelato, and they're just not even watching over this stage, which is a real shame if someone was going to have a life-threatening accident. Thankfully, these virtual cars never have life-threatening accidents. They just sort of respawn. I don't know if the virtual helicopters know that. I don't know if they know they're virtual in their own world. If I did, that would be some weird fourth wall stuff. There goes another thing. I'm sure it's a chinchilla now. It's got those short legs with this sort of kangaroo-like and sort of big ears. It's got the body. Maybe that's not a chinchilla. Maybe, what am I thinking? I've forgotten what a chinchilla looks like, but I think it's something like that. That or it's just one of those other desert mouse things. They're very small, and that was a bit bigger than very small. That looks like a finish line. Oh, what joy! Now I can go get water. Okay, I'm going to leave... Oh, 105 minutes, wow. I'm going to leave the headset here. I'm going to check on the video, see if it's actually working or if it's all going wrong. Thought I wouldn't bother getting the tripod out because I was just drinking water. I have to get back to the things. It's still recording without me. How much did the question this sink? Right, I'm back from my brief water break. Had some water. I also went to the bathroom and emptied my bladder. The usual way. I didn't, like, cut open my bladder or anything. It'd be weird. I just urinated. Did you need to know that? Probably not. What do you need to know? I don't think you need to know anything. Except how to survive. It's something you should know. And the times tables. Times tables are actually useful. They're really useful for just when you need to multiply or divide things on the fly, which maybe you need to do. Anyway, let's go for our drive. Oh no, the sounder stopped working. Sounder stopped working. Pause. 3, 2, 1, and action. Whoa, 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 whoa. Action was a bit delayed. A lot of games don't resume this immediately when you resume Powell. It's pretty good that they don't. I prefer the ones that have a little delay. Like, for example, Rally Sport Challenge 2 actually puts up a little stoplight on that bar just to show you, it's like, hold on, get your fingers back into position, now we'll resume. Yeah, it's a nice thing to do. Yeah, I'm sure I was able to get the audio synced up. If I wasn't, then I failed at editing. No, it's not very hard to do, to know how to do it. There goes another fast bird. And another fast bird. Lots of birds out here, flying at low altitude, looking for mice to eat. I don't know what sort of birds they are, falcons or something. I was reading about, what was it? The Bentley, what's it called? The Bentley Bentayga, and its ridiculous new falconry accessory. Oh man. And yeah, I don't know. Apparently super rich people really want Bentley Bentaygas, and super rich people, especially in the UAE and other Arab nations, really like falconry. And I didn't know that falcons can cost $1 million each. That's crazy. Or close to, at least. It said something about, the article I was reading, it said something about how the good falcons can cost close to $1 million. It's crazy, it's a bird. But, oh well. I mean, I'm not going to say birds should be worth less, but still, wow. Surely someone could catch and breed falcons, although... no, please, isn't that simple. It's not like a bird you keep in a cage. They need a huge amount of space and they hunt and stuff. Alright, fair enough. Million little birds, so it's going to be hard to catch. But, anyway, I was talking about, right, super rich people in the Arab nations, they like falconry. And other people like falconry too. But, either way. There must be cheap falcons out there too, not just $1 million ones. Whatever. But yes, they make a falconry accessory for the Bentley Bentayga. There's also the fly fishing one, which costs, it was something like 80,000 US or 240,000 Australian for some reason. Which I thought was crazy. Especially because, reading more into it, I think it was in the comments of the article I was reading too. You know, you should never read the comments on articles, but I mean, yes, people put a lot of opinion rubbish there, but it's fun on car things, not on opinion pieces. What am I talking about? Right, I was saying, like, good, you've just gone fly fishing in your $600,000 car with your $80,000 accessory, where are you going to put the fish? Yeah, I don't know. Funny silly stuff. What was I talking about? Right, the falconry. Yeah, that's it. That was the whole thing I talked about. It was falconry. It's an accessory for the Bentley Bentayga. Whoa, gee, that's quite an impact. I never need to drive a Bentley Bentayga. I don't care. I'm not interested. But driving one virtually would suffice, definitely. Plus, I'm not into the... I don't understand the whole country club lifestyle. I would never get it. Rich people hobbies, I don't quite get. Obviously, I can't comprehend them because I'm not rich. I wouldn't. Just, yeah. But in the same way as just a middle, I don't know if it's upper middle or lower middle, but as a middle class Australian, I obviously, don't understand some of the other things. I hear of people from other countries who had a lot less money, and they just play with sticks and that, and it's not that I think it's wrong, I don't understand that because I never had the opportunity to play with sticks with the kids in the village, because it's not like that. I grew up in sheltered little suburbia where everyone sticks to their own backyard. You don't go outside because everyone's a pedophile and everyone's going to kill you and everything's going to kill you, and I suppose that's just how parents are, but I mean, I went outside to the backyard, but yeah, we could never leave the house for so long. I didn't even go for a sleepover till near the end of high school. Or was it after high school? I can't remember now. I think it was year 11 or 12. Oh, I should have stopped that helicopter. Yeah, we'll call him the next one, won't we? Yeah, our tire's looking not so great. As soon as he leaves that position, call chase and see if he's ready. That's an illegal overtake, I know. I shouldn't have passed you on the left, but you're not in the race. And I am. Oh, very nice, thank you. So round we went, up the road. Yeah, I wonder, what do the Baja drivers do when they need to drink water and pee? Well, drinking water would be not so bad. You can just drink it out of a camelback, you know, those backpacks with it's a backpack with a straw, it's full of water. Wonderful invention. Though it was probably invented a long time ago before being called a camelback, but even that's just a brand name, I don't know. Call them otherwise. Water pack, you know. But, hey, I never got around to fixing that. It still says Jules in the corner, not Steak of Bacon. Oh well. You can call me Jules. There you go. My name's Jules. You already know that. No, you don't. You really know that you've been watching my whole canon, but I don't think you have. If you have, then wow, it's weird. It's some sort of alien life form studying me for some reason. Probably not. That's probably thinking too highly of myself. I don't know. And then we can go all philosophical and say, oh, but does it matter if you're thinking too highly of yourself? Well, no, it doesn't, unless you use that for some reason. If you think highly of yourself, you use that to influence the choices of things and value yourself over things. But I think it's fine to have, you know, to imagine you're important every now and then. But no, it is dangerous. Shouldn't. I don't know. Just talking out of my ass here. Oh no, I said. Oh well, I can say that. But that's the rougher way to put it. I usually keep my language very clean on this channel, except for the few times I hadn't. Earlier days, danker, edgier days, when I deleted those things mostly. Ass isn't that bad a word. I don't really need to worry about this at all, jeez. If you can't hear ass, then you're not really prepared for the world, are you? I don't know, I'm just deep in thought. But no, really, I was just talking of nothing I knew. It's a problem with philosophy. Not only is there the whole epistemology thing, I can go, well, epistemologically, I don't know if I do know anything. Or, well, I must know some things, but no. What I was talking about just then before of how you should value yourself, it's all opinion. And hey, that's epistemology. I think I've just figured out what epistemology is all about. Very good. I was a bit unclear about it before, earlier. But now I think I understand more now that I've used it practically. But I also think that worrying about philosophy, especially little things like epistemology, it's a nice thing to know, but it's not helpful at all. And what can we learn from I don't know. Is all philosophy a navel-gazing waste of time? Would it matter if it was a navel-gazing waste of time? Another philosophical spin on you. I don't know. Just an interesting thing. I don't know. And we don't know, and none of us can ever know. Or can we? Probably not. And maybe we shouldn't worry about it. And I think you can put that, or the general gist of what I said. Oh, that's beautiful. I think I've been going in front of the sun there. As I was saying about, I just forgot what I said. No, it was I don't know what I said. Not exactly what I said verbatim. Yeah, we don't know. Could we ever know? We don't know if we could ever know, and it doesn't really matter. And that you can apply to a lot of things, I think, and then you just won't need to worry. I mean, you can, don't worry, be happy. You can sing that song. And you can do. I don't know. It's a strange feeling. A long time. It's still a good message. Don't worry, be happy. So you can apply that to a lot of things. Say, was there intelligent life that created life or the universe or something? And you can say, well, guess what? I don't know. We've got no way of checking. We can't ask what happened before the Big Bang. Ugh. Voice pop does that. My voice still cracking up some years old. We don't know what happened before the Big Bang, and it really doesn't matter. Even if we did know, us little humans, we don't need to know about the things that happened billions of years ago. Are we that special? Do we think ourselves that special? I mean, some religions would have you think you're that special. It's, oh yes, man was created a few thousand years ago in God's image. Yes, we are exactly like our God. We know that because we asked it. No, it told it to us. And yeah, that's definitely right. I'll just keep writing this up as I go along. Yeah, I think that's how Abrahamic religions came to be. No, I don't know. Well, obviously someone made it up, definitely. But I mean, everything someone made up. But whether they made it up based on observation or just off, the top of their head is important. Obviously, religion came off the top of someone's head. So, yeah, but it wouldn't matter if there was or wasn't a creator, because so what? We can't talk to it, we can't ask it anything, we can't interact with this creator, and it really doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if the universe is going to start again after it ends or anything, because we would never be able to tell. We're not here long enough to check. These are things that are so big and huge that, as interesting as they might be to think about, they have no bearing on us whatsoever. Even when you think about, the speed of the Earth's rotation is one thing, and when you think, well, the Earth is spinning and revolving around the Sun, and the Sun is moving. The Sun is moving within our Milky Way galaxy, and the Milky Way galaxy is moving within a cluster of other galaxies, which is probably moving relative to something else. So, but once you get too far into the bigger picture, the more relative to something else it becomes, to something else huge, the less relevant it is to you. You don't need to worry about the big things. Then again, you don't need to worry about the small things either. Well, some small things. There are some stupid things people worry about. I can't think of any right now. It's some small things. Traffic. People worry and yell about traffic a lot. I suppose it's a small event about all the other little things they're worrying about, and worrying them instead. They just yell anonymously in their cars to clear up their life's problems. I don't know. I don't do that because, well, due to other circumstances, I'm still a learner driver, so I don't need to yell in a car. I've got someone already yelling at me. But I don't know. People worry. Don't worry. Or maybe there's a healthy amount of worry to have. I don't know. Probably. Or none is a healthy amount too. Whatever works for you. Whatever. Yeah, that's a good strategy. Whatever works for you. Shouldn't that should work for life? I suppose that's something that can't be disproven or can't be argued with. I suppose. Well, what if it doesn't work for me? Well, it doesn't work for me. I'm going with this. I don't know. Roundabout circles, conversation about nothing. Now my teeth hurt. Oh. Was the human body not meant to talk for long periods of time? I know some people do it. Some people could, you know, talk under concrete with a mouthful of marbles, but I generally don't talk so much. When I'm talking for a long time, I'm just rambling. Rambling to the point of physical pain. Well, that's just from the way I'm sitting. Just back. Ooh, can't hit a cactus. You're nowhere near a cactus, don't need to worry. Must say, I think I'm doing a pretty good job of keeping the verbal deluge going. Usually I just frozen up and just be talking about, or just not talking about anything at all, just not saying anything. But now, I've just reached a flow, I suppose. I can just keep talking. I should stop the tyres. Is it too late? Can I turn around for these ones, or is it too far? I will turn around, but I must. Oh, the bureaucrats are getting angry. They really want me to turn around. They turned me around anyway because I wasn't fast enough for them. Sorry, the bureaucrats, they're more authoritarian. You must be going this way, or I don't know, we'll exterminate you. What's so bad about pointing the wrong way? I guess I'm added to other cars, but I was just turning around to fix up that. That's not so bad, is it? I just remembered a thread of conversation I was on ages ago. I was asking about what do the Baja drivers do to drink and urinate? In reference to how I drank and urinate at the 105-minute mark. Or thereabouts, so whenever I ended the last stage. And I said they were drinking with camelbacks, but urinating. No, I forget if the Baja 1000 is a multiple driver event or not. I'm not sure. No, some things with teams, although on motorcycles you're not just on a bike. I guess you just would stop your car and get out and pee when you had to. Oh, nice. What a ridiculous ending. Okay, here we are. We've been racing for more than 2 hours, but there is still more. I forget how much more. I don't know which stage we're up to, but there's 9 stages, I think. Or 8. Or 9. Don't know. There's quite a few. And then I just saw it was my water temperature, not the amount of water, and it was because I damaged my radiator that the heat went up. Well, of course, makes sense. Okay, here we are again. Oh, I just noticed the mic is down near my beard, and that means it's probably been peaking for a while. I should put it up near my nose like I've just done now. That should sound better. Okay, here we are in a sandier place. Not so brown, more yellow, more beige, more sandy coloured. But not all sand is this colour, most sand is. Some places have black sand. Black sand's pretty strange. In England they don't even have sand, their beaches just miserable places with rocks. Apparently, I don't know, I've never been to an English beach. Just seen a few pictures of some. There might be a nice beach somewhere in England, but I'm sure they're all very jealous of Australia's wonderful coastline, which is full of nice beaches. It is nice, it's a nice place to be. Unless you're a smoker. the amount that people pay for cigarettes in Australia is ridiculous. Yeah. And it still hasn't encouraged any of them to quit. Maybe some, but yeah, people would rather go broke than stop smoking. That's just freaky. Nicotine is a scary thing. Glad I don't smoke. Smoke tobacco, but I do smoke tyres from... Not real life, I don't drift or smoke tyres. You shouldn't actually smoke tyres. I think tyre smoke is quite bad for you. I'm imagining you shouldn't breathe rubber in. I don't think anyone actually smokes tyres. It's in that way. I just went over a cactus and I didn't even get a puncture. That's pretty amazing. Really a testament to the amazingness of the FJ Cruiser. It is amazing and amazingness. I should have used another adjective. That's alright. I just like the FJ Cruisers. There's a blue one parked out the front. It's not mine, but it's a nice car. Hearing lots of tyre screechy noises, but my tyres seem to be fine. Yeah. I don't know what all that screeching's about then. Okay. Almost hit the progressive sign. Ooh, progressive. Oh, reminds me. Progressive rock, I really like. Prog. Oh, rock. I've still got a lot of it to hear, and I know sometimes it can be really artsy-fartsy, but some of it's just really cool stuff to listen to. It's just really musically interesting, and every now and then I just like listening to, you know, the whole Close to the Edge album, or Thick as a Brick, or Aqualung. I only heard Aqualung recently. I really do like that one. And I'm just now getting into Dream Theater, and their prog metal is great. I think that's just what I've been looking for. What was I saying? I'm Close to the Edge. And the other one's reset. Too hard to shift gears down to reverse and figure all that stuff out. The other one, Emerson, Lake and Palmer. They had some great things. Real shame about Emerson. And real shame also, recently, another suicide, or so we think, signs point to suicide, of, how was the name? Escaped my head. The lead singer of Soundgarden and Audioslave. Yeah, just the name. Just, either way, yeah, real shame. I really liked his singing voice, and I really liked the music he made, and he was still making music, and probably could have still made more music, but not now. It's gone. My teeth hurt. And I don't think it's from all the talking. I think it's probably acid damage to my teeth. I neglected them when I was younger. Or something. I don't know. I've got sensitive teeth. It probably is from neglect, I'm sure. I have mostly brushed my teeth. Had a few bad years where I didn't brush my teeth. No, I didn't not brush my teeth for a whole year, but the times looking back at it, I'm sure at some point in high school when I just really stopped caring about everything, I must have for a while not brushed my teeth for weeks. Eventually you just have to, because your teeth, everything starts tasting like you've got, I don't know, like rotten meat, and that your teeth feel like towels, and then you know you definitely need to brush your teeth. But no, I haven't let that happen lately. Well, to be honest, even still, after having never visited the dentist in the first 19 years of my life, or 18, not sure when it was now. I mean, all of a sudden getting a whole bunch of fillings, all in one go, or 2 goes, or 3 goes, I don't know, a few visits, and oh man, my neck was so uncomfortable for those. I probably should have said something, but I just couldn't because my mouth was full of drills, and I didn't really mind the whole drilly part, but just my neck being super uncomfortable. And wow, I'm really losing focus here, and focus on the track obviously, so just drove over a wall. And if I'm playing roll cage, I'd be fine. Oh, roll cage is another series I can do. Huh. I'm thinking of the sentences exactly for 3 or 4 seconds. That's not exact. But about that far before I say them, I know what my brain to mouth ping is or something. It's a strange concept. All these colourful shops. Except things like that. Things like, ooh, these are colourful shops. They happen in about half a second. And just wait, I see something, goes into the immediate, say that straight away part of the brain. And when I say it as soon as I'm finished saying whatever the last word was. But we'll be careful, because that... I've got to be careful, because that part of the brain gland's been trouble sometimes. And I am asked for my opinion on something, and I just blurt out something stupid. Get myself in trouble. Oh, he's had a nasty accident. Oh, I'm in 6th again. Oh well, that's probably from losing the focus. We can do this. Oof, this is an endurance race, alright. Ooh, Nelly. Driving on the wall. Oh, this is so cool. I won't try driving up this wall, or maybe I will. No, I won't. Only because I didn't. My circumstance. Ah! Circumstance! Rush! That's the other great prog band. Oh, I do like Rush. Boy alone, so far from home. Endless rooftops from my window. Felt the gloom of empty rooms. Rainy afternoons. Sometimes in confusion, I felt so lost in disillusion. Innocence gave me confidence to go up against reality. All the same, we take a chance. Not high enough. I can't sing like Geddy Lee. Then again, nowadays even Geddy Lee can't sing like Geddy Lee. He's still pretty close though. It's amazing the height these vocals can get to, but I guess it's just voice type and just talent. And that other guy, what am I thinking? I was listening to some, Rain in Blood by Slayer again, and once again I've forgotten the name of the lead singer of Slayer. I'm not sure if they've had more than one over the years, or I don't know. The lead on Rain in Blood, his singing style is just nuts. He would he sings these verses really fast that I try to read along with them and sing them along when I can't keep up, and then I'll just go from all that to a sudden super high scream note. That's just amazing. Well, not a scream, well, like scream volume, but not like metal screaming, like it's just a really high pitch. It's crazy. But then I've I've heard live versions from later concerts, and his voice has completely left him. Years of growling and who knows what else, but it does leave you. Everything leaves you, and that's how things go. My hair left me. I'll tell you that story. I don't know. I would have wanted to have nice, pretty hair, but although that has its downsides. You get head lice from strange cousins. You give them to other people in your family, and then everyone in the primary school has them, and then primary school gives them to you. When you're not even going to primary school anymore, and you have a sibling going there, and they give you the head lice. That's just one thing, but it's a big thing. Head lice suck. But I don't know. I had long hair till I was about 15 or so. No, till I was 17. With gaps in between. I go from long hair to completely shaved head, and then back to long hair. And I enjoyed it, and I liked how it looked. And that, if you go to my Lego Batman 3 review, that's you can see me in my very brief time around my 17th birthday, 18th birthday, sorry, wasn't it? 18th? Yeah, 18th birthday, that's when I got all the Eggs Benedict. I'll put that picture on screen for you if I remember where this is. I'll have to rewatch this whole thing. Damn, that's a lot of time making this video. I'm gonna have to rewatch the whole hours of it. Man, okay. I'll just remember it was 11 minutes. I won't remember. I have a short-term memory. Probably short-term memory loss. Or something. I don't know. I don't know. Why am I pouring my heart out to you people? Why not? It's just nice to release it some days. I've got no one to talk to. I've got some people to talk to, but I talk to them all the time. Now if I'm talking to nobody and everybody, it's just nice to talk, get stuff off your chest, off your head. Off your head, I like the hair. Anyway, my Lego Batman 3 review. The video is rubbish, but in the intro you'll see me with blonde and blue hair, and it was pretty long, but as you could see, it really short at the front. I had a widow's peak since I was 15, or not a widow's peak, a receding hairline really. It happened really fast all of a sudden from when I was probably like started at 14 or something, and it was, yeah. Anyway, I don't know if it's going to recede any further either way. I probably still could grow long hair, but I think it would look kind of stupid because it's so wispy at the front unless I was to push it all forward. And yeah, I don't know. I liked it like that. I've got another photo of me somewhere that's sort of like I had like Skywalker-y hair. Oh man, I look at that photo, I think, man, I was pretty once. Before I had like insane acne, putting pits all over my face, and all of a sudden hair loss. Yeah. Pretty in the head, never the body. I've always been a fat kid. I mean, not always, but I mean, I wasn't born fat. I was born very small. Everyone's born pretty small. Especially kangaroos. It's a wonder they even survived the whole thing. The size of a 20-cent coin. Sort of living around in the mother's pouch. Yeah. But I'm not a kangaroo, so that's not important. I was talking about hair, fell out, lost it. But the downsides. Yeah, nice as it may be in that you have to wash it and comb it. Well, not so much me. My hair was pretty straight. But you gotta wash the hair, and I don't know. I must have always got that wrong because I have everlasting dandruff. Even still, now that I have a shaved head, I have dandruff in my head. I don't know. But what was the other thing? Oh yeah, hair getting in my mouth. Eating my mouth's no fun. Mm. Woo, 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 woo. So we went on two wheels for a bit there, as you saw. So like the bonnet view. Oh, bonnet view is quite loud. It's because their engine's ticking out. It's a what's the FJ Cruiser's engine? It's a it's a fairly big V6. It's not a 2.4. It's a bit bigger than that, isn't it? I can't remember. Yeah, don't know. Forgot. 2.4 or the 2.6. What's in the Orion? I think the FJ must have like a 3.2 or 4. I can't remember. It doesn't matter. Anyway, it's a chunky V6 in there. Yeah, that's pretty cool. The car models in this game, how they go all the way through. You can lose all the parts. Is the frame rate smoother in this view? I don't know. It feels smoother. If so, it's been a real waste using the other view all that time. Oh, there's no fifth gear. Whoa. Okay. Oh. Back on track. Yep. I'm back on the track. Yeah, so that's a whole lot of that. I don't know. I'll lose weight. I could even try growing the hair again. I don't know. It's the first stages of it would look so ridiculous though. I don't know. Do you ever get that problem where you don't know what you want to look like? No. So I never really cared that much, but I don't know. I want to. There's some way I want to look, but I don't know. I'm so confused about what I am and what I want to be. And I think worrying about the physical appearance is really quite a pointless thing. I suppose if you like how you look, you can change how you feel, but it's not the most important thing. I think it's just knowing what you want to do. Well, I don't even know if that's the most important thing. It's something pretty important. Why are there all these stupid arrows that are just black on green arrows pointing up, pointing forward? I mean, it should be pretty obvious the track goes forward. And there's no signs to indicate any turns, or if there were, I haven't noticed them. But look, there's another one. Another arrow saying, keep going that way. Okay. I guess if I stop seeing the signs, that's my way of knowing I'm not on the track. I don't know. If this were a real Baja 1000, the track wouldn't be so important. We'd be cutting across open land and having to worry about whether or not some spectator with nothing else to do was put a this booby-trapped thing or something, or sabotaged the road, and just otherwise be just trekking through all night through desert. It sounds pretty fun, pretty interesting. I don't know if I'll ever into the Baja 1000. It seems pretty unlikely, but I'm pretty far away, obviously. I don't know. It'd be an interesting thing. Or I could just drive cross-country locally. That could be interesting, but it's not a race. I don't know. I think, as far as what I want to do, I think a reasonable job is something more reasonable to think of than... I wonder if I could do the Baja. Yeah. Now remembering back to year 6, it was we had a project to use Photoshop. I don't know why we taught us this. I don't know why we had to learn the Photoshop skills in year 6, but we did. We had to oh, we're still going next stage. Alright, I'll talk during the loading and the saving. We had to... I'm talking quieter now because I'm just realising how loud it is without any sound coming through the headset. Oh, well, I'm sure I'm not keeping anyone awake. Anyone else can sleep here. You know, family and stuff. Sleeping, maybe. Well, it's 11 or something. Don't know. I'll have a look. What time is it now? It's 11:59. Okay. So talking about. Oh yeah, we had a project in year 6 using Photoshop in the computer room, the one computer room, well, the room with most of the computers. There were some computers, I thought, whatever. We had to put our head from our official school photos onto what we wanted to be when we grew up. I suppose it was a good idea to get us thinking about what we wanted to be then, but really, you have to be a pretty driven person of a pretty certain type to really know. And I mean, to really know what you wanted to be when you grew up at that age, and to have it be something realistic that you would stick to. Well, I shouldn't say realistic. I don't want to crush anyone's dreams. You know, well, here's a stupid one. I had no idea. So you know what I did? I stuck my head on to Buzz Aldrin, I think, and because I wanted to be an astronaut, and you know, I probably didn't ever want to be an astronaut. But when I was thinking of all the jobs, I thought, well, you know, I don't want to be a. I mean, now, was there a list? There might have even been a list of jobs to pick from. I can't remember, or a list of. Either way, whatever it was, I didn't like any of the choices that were there, and I just chose astronaut because to be in space would be really cool. I would love to go there. I don't know what I'd do when I get there. Just imagine me in the International Space Station going, wow, I'm in space! Damn, this is so cool, I'm floating and everything. Surely other people must do that when they get to the ISS for the first time, and I don't know, that'd be cool to go into space. Very, very, really amazing. But that's not a job. It's a job for precious few people, but not a job for me, I don't think. I wouldn't even know the first thing about how to get there. I don't know. Let's say, you know, anything is possible. Follow your dream, seek the dream. I'm not going to stick to being an astronaut. I'll do something on Earth, unless the opportunity arises. But no. Whoa! I think the helicopter blew me over. Actually, no. I sort of just went on 2 wheels again, as you saw. Which I think because of the hill, not just the helicopter. Still, nonetheless, good to theorise. And yeah, I'm not going to be an astronaut. I've said before, I was going to be a teacher because I wanted to make primary school better, since I didn't like it very much at all. It was really not good. That was mainly the bullies and the being fat that made it no good, probably. And I don't know, there's a lot of terrible people, and a lot of maybe they weren't terrible. Everyone just, you don't realise what you do, obviously. Oh, let's exercise some more demons, shall we? You don't realise what you do and how much it means. I fell in with one bad kid there. I don't know. It's really, some people probably relate to this. How you have someone who's mean to you, who's maybe like one of the bullies, but they have no friends either, and you become friends with them. And this person, I won't name. No need to. So we were in year 5 or year 6, and in the sandpit, and for some reason I had this stupid idea. I don't know whose idea it was first. Surely his. And people would bring Hot Wheels and Matchbox cars to school, and I have no idea why. There was this younger child, must have been here 2 or 3 or something, and while we were playing in the sandpit, just was an idea. I'm sure it was their idea. It was definitely their idea, not mine. The idea came to just push the car into the sand, push a hill of sand over the car, and then yank the car out from underneath and have it disappear. And I think the person called it, skitchin or something. We did. We called it skitchin. It's stuck in my mind. And I feel guilty about it because I followed along with that and I stole some kid's car, and I still have it. I still have it with all my other Hot Wheels cars I've collected. It's still in there. Never gave it back. I was probably meaning to do that. I was probably meaning to give it back in the year, but I never I never knew who the person was. I haven't had enough trouble remembering people I've seen, you know, every day for like half a year. Honestly, I wouldn't know some of the people in my class after so long. But you know, I had no idea who this person was, and I was really sorry about it. I was probably even sorry about it on the same day. I probably felt guilty when I got home. I can't remember. I don't know if my parents knew or not. I think they may have. I don't know. But I was really guilty about it, and I still feel a bit guilty about it now. And I don't know. Stupid thing. Stupid thing. We all do bad things. I don't know. Stupid thing to be guilty about. Maybe. I mean, it was wrong to steal a little car. Obviously, when I think about it now, right, it's a car, it's worth $2 monetarily. Maybe it had some more emotional value to him. Definitely has some emotional value to me, because it sucks having it. Or it did. I mean, by now I've probably completely forgotten it, and I just remembered it now, but you know, every couple of months or years, I don't know how often, but sometimes I just think about it, you're damn, like, what a crappy thing to do. It was like what some of the other crappy people I know would do. Not something that I think I would do. I think I hold myself to a higher standard than that, to be better than that, but I don't know. Maybe I'm not. Maybe I don't know. I don't know. Obviously not the worst thing I've ever done. People do bad things. We learn from mistakes. Some of us do, some of us don't. Some of us don't care, some of us don't have that same moral code. Some of us really should care more. I don't know, I'm not going to talk about it. We've got other things to talk about it. Yeah. Palm trees. I like this stage, it's nice. But yeah, now I've just really got no idea what I'm talking about. I'm in somewhere in my head I shouldn't be, and I'm just... Ooh, okay. Alright, let's get back to video making stuff. Yeah! Why drive a car? This is so fake. Like, it's not really... It's real. That's how it really is. This is really in my brain. This is really just me. There's a snake of bacon. He's on tap. Drink him up. Full pint, full gallon, full barrel of snake of bacon. The whole keg. Tipped all out. Gotta empty it up. Get some new snake of bacon in there. Needs a refill. None of this is going on the best of. Oh yeah, this is now I can talk about. My best of. How I did a... I'll do the same thing this year, but I did a like a best of Snake of Bacon 2016 highlights reel, and I put a huge amount of time and effort into that. I had to re-watch all of the many hundreds of videos I made throughout that year, and I went to also trouble. I thanked like all the commenters and subscribers I could think of to thank. Well, mainly the commenting ones, because other subscribers don't say anything. I don't really know what to tell them. I say, well, thank you, you subscribed. I think I did mention them, but not in detail like the other ones, the ones who said stuff. I thanked dozens of people individually, but a whole lot of them I don't think they ever saw it. And they... I don't know. But I want them to know they've been thanked, but no, I like to contact them individually. Seems a bit much to do, but it's important for me to know that people know that I care about them too, since they care about me, and I value that very much. Alright, we've gone from gameplay Snake of Bacon to silly Snake of Bacon to... I'll stop saying Snake of Bacon in there. From gameplay to silly to... Yeah, I'm just going to say psychological. No. We did do psychological, that was a bit later. We did, what's the word I'm thinking of? Philosophical, and then into personal, psychological, and then to deep stuff. And now we're into... What are we... I don't know. I don't know, I should go to bed. But I've got to finish this first. I'm not going to edit it tonight. Definitely no. I'm just going to finish it. Turn off. Just hit the sack. You know, I'm already sitting on my bed. I sit on my bed to make these videos. My bed is a folding chair. It's a... Well, it's like a... It's apparently a futon. It's way off the Japanese definition of a futon. Although to them futon just means bed. But it's one of those thin beds on the floor. But this thing, allegedly called a futon, an IKEA futon, it's a double bed and then it folds into a chair or a couch. So I can sit on it to play games and watch movies, or I can lie on it to sleep. But I don't lie on it as a bed because the way my room's set up and the way it's cluttered with stuff everywhere, the bed won't even fit. So I sleep on a couch, I suppose. And I'm missing half the couch cover. I don't have any bed protector on it either, so I'm probably ruining the thing with body sweat and whatever. And I don't even... I didn't have a blanket on it for... I worked it out for some reason, because I was just curious. Because I was so thankful when I put a blanket and a doona on there, of how much warmer I was and how comfortable I was. And I went without any blanket or anything for like 100 and something days. You know, from just before last Christmas when I switched rooms to now. Yeah, I don't know where I'm going with this, but I can say blankets and tunas are really nice. It's so nice to... I was using a throw. I was using a throw as a blanket. Like, throws are stupid things that are apparently supposed to... You throw them on the bed or... I don't understand. I don't understand half of the things that they sell at Lorraine Lee Linen. I don't know. But, it was a throw, and I was using that as a blanket. I mean, it's really soft and that, but it wasn't... It was... like... It was a good 80 centimeters... Okay, no, not 80. It's a good 40 centimeters shorter than my body, so it really didn't work as a blanket. At least 40, maybe 50. Yeah, I was just so thankful, so warm and comfortable when I did have that doona. I realised how much I'd taken it for granted in the past. Now I'll never take a doona or blanket for granted again. It's just so nice. Oh, I realised I'd turned the tyre gauge off for so long. I probably had really damaged tyres for ages. I thought it was on show and damage, but it must have been on never show. So I should probably call that helicopter. See, that was a stupid story about nothing. I guess I'm just filling in time. Of course I am. I've got to keep talking. I don't really have to, but I guess that's half the point here. Are you here for the cars or here for me telling my story? It's not really my story, it's my diary, I suppose. I don't know. No helicopter there. Or is there? Fine. There's no helicopter there. I don't know where he's going. Oh, he's still hovering around. Don't tell me you're landing in that spot. No, good. Come on, land ahead of me. Okay. See, shortly, guys. There's only one person in this car, isn't there? Or is there two? I can't tell. I'm trying to look through the back window. Oh dear. I cut the track! Oh, naughty me. I was only trying to look through a window, I wasn't meaning to cut the track. I also had to readjust the camera since it never self-centers again. But that looks like it's better. Okay. Oh, that's the end of this stage. Okay. Well, I didn't need the helicopter then. 1:59 minutes, and there's another stage, and there might be another one after that too. Or no, this one should be the last one, I think. I think that sounds about right. Filling time. Time. Ah, yes, time. It's a crazy thing when you think you have a finite amount of time in your life, and you spend some of it watching videos of cats, or, sense forbid, watching me for 3 hours driving cars around. Though I don't know, maybe what I'm saying can help, right? It's helping me at least, if it isn't helping you. I wouldn't worry about it. Just because your time is finite doesn't mean you need to worry about it so much. I guess it is the only thing you have, really, is time. But, so spend it wisely, but so what if you don't? As long as you enjoy your life in the end, even if you didn't do the very best thing you could have. So what, as long as you had fun. I mean, does it matter if you could have done a little bit better? I don't think so. And what would be the upshot of that? I don't know. We put it to always show just because we're dangerous. Alright, and we'll switch to the good old bonnet view. I don't know why it's good and old. Where are good things old? Or where did the whole good old thing come from? I don't know. Turn down the volume. Oh, oops. So I'm turning on the volume on my headset because I put it through too loud, but I can't turn on the volume and steer with my left hand. Yeah, that should be quiet enough. Yeah. The reflection, pretty good reflection stuff for a 7th generation game. Well, a lot of games couldn't do reflections that well in, on the PS3 generation, or 7th generation of consoles, or whatever you want to call it. And obviously, today you've got things like Drive Club, which do reflections incredibly well. Oh, never mind. I'm just saying this is pretty good. I've seen a lot worse. Oh, back on the track. Ooh, nice jump. Not really. I was seeing circumstances before. I could try it again, but no. I'm too tired and it's too late to start trying to belt out the chorus of circumstances. Yeah, see, it's fun, just do dumb, but to sing it is harder and noisier. But the words you missed because I was do dumbing were all the same, we take our chances. Tricked by circumstances, où ça change, où c'est la même chose. Or shown or shown? I don't know. The more that things change, the more they stay the same. And that just seems another wordy thing, like that other Latin wordy thing that you go, oh yes, yeah, definitely right. That's a bit of a tricky one to figure out. I think apparently when I looked it up to see what it was all about, it was something about how, you know, the more all these events change, the more it's just reinforcing the status quo. I mean, that's just one opinion of things. It's not an absolute truth. No one ever said it was. I don't know. Interesting way of looking at things. It's catchy too. At least in French it is. Pretty catchy in English. I guess that's why they included both languages in the song. The song got stuck in my head for a while ago. I was listening to it a few times, and even when I was sick of listening to it, I was listening to it. It's a shame, because I don't know. You can have too much of a good thing, obviously, and you can get tired of something you like. I'm back on the track. I did not cut the track. Lies and slander. Okay, maybe I slightly cut the track. I was a little bit off to the edge. I don't think that really counts. Either way, it's not enough to stop me from winning this event. Just got to drive for another 13 or so minutes, and maybe 15. Whoa, dude, that's a big fall. And slam. Our shocks are still fine though. And the clutch is fine because I haven't even pressed clutch because a few reasons. Probably because I've only ever driven an automatic. I mean, I know what a clutch does in a manual, but really I don't know what a clutch does as off-road racing wise. If I'd ever ridden a dirt bike, I probably would know, but I haven't. Oops. Just the track. There. And the other main reason being I don't know which button the clutch is. Maybe it's L2. Yeah, it's probably L2. Okay, so I hold the clutch, revs go up. Yeah, fair enough, because I'm in between gear. Woo! Not in between gear. I don't know. Someone whose hobby is cars, or one of them. I just like knowledge, perhaps. But not in the way that strange Californian guy on the ad does. I just like to learn things. The difference is I don't have a Lamborghini here up in the Hollywood Hills. What's that guy's name? Ty Lopez? No, I actually remember him. I don't know. Read the book every day. I couldn't read a book every day. Maybe the books I pick are too long. I'm reading Don Quixote at the moment, actually. That's a long book. I'm already 1,000 pages in. Or 1,000 phone pages. 500 ebook pages. I've still got a lot more to go. Well, I've finished the first part. I enjoyed it. It's a very old story, obviously, and I'm even reading an old translation, not the oldest, but a good one, in the 1800s, the one that's in the Project Gutenberg library. You can download it for free. But I've really come to like the characters, and I'm looking forward to reading the second part. Then I'll catch up on my classical literature and read the Iliad and the Odyssey and some Dickens, since they're all free. Why not? Brum, 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 brum. Yes, it's gotten to that point. I'm driving so long, I don't know what to say besides brum, 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 brum. Ah, there we go. Goody. I did it. By stalling, I found my new topic. Brum. You know Brum. Brum is that stupid talking car. No, he doesn't talk. By mistake. Or he shouldn't talk. I don't know about now. And that's what I was going to get into. Brum is a show, or was a show, about a car that drove around and silly things. I think there was an old Brum, like in the 80s or 90s, and there was a newer Brum, which was similar but had a ridiculous opening. Like, if you watch the Brum intro, it's just people in brightly coloured overalls dancing screaming. It's just the most fantastically dumb thing. But the show was also... in the episode of Brahma, there was something like a balloon thief, and I was definitely too old to be watching Brahma at the time. Must have been because, I don't know, the little sibling was around, and, you know, they controlled the TV. I don't know, I must have watched a lot of TV then. I was just sat in the lounge room before I retreated into my room. Now, I have memories of watching a lot of TV, but now, for the last 9 years, I haven't really watched a lot of TV at all. No, definitely. I haven't watched any TV except for what I choose to. What I choose to pirate. Oh, no. Well, some things, yes. I'm sorry, Amazon, but I did pirate the Grand Tour. It's not feasible for me to subscribe to your thing to watch Grand Tour. And other things too, but the way I think of piracy is, it's your life. You can enjoy it. You're not directly hurting anyone. Oh, sure, someone maybe somewhere is making slightly less money. Perhaps, okay, the piracy isn't really... The people who were going to pirate the thing weren't necessarily going to buy it. They were just going to miss out. Maybe a couple of them would have bought it, but mostly they would have just missed out. Especially with obscure things. There's many pirate things that I cannot find, like Duck You Sucker or A Fistful of Dynamite, as it's sometimes known. I can't find that movie anywhere. I still haven't watched it yet. I plan to, but yeah, it'd be very hard for me to find a Blu-ray of that in Region B as well. Same thing. Yeah, there's another example. What was it? Just forgot. Dances with Wolves. Dances with Wolves is not out on Blu-ray in Region B, so can't have that. So I pirated it. They're not losing money. I wasn't going to pay for it anyway because there was no point. I couldn't pay for it. I could maybe buy it off someone on eBay, but I don't have a Region 3 Blu-ray player, so I could get a Region 3 Blu-ray player. Whatever, either way. They're not losing money so much, just missing out. Or, well, no, just the people who are missing out can see it now. I was going to say I think you're enjoying your life. If you can enjoy your life, and just because you can enjoy yourself watching some entertainment that you wanted to watch, and some, studio bigwig doesn't make money out of you, I don't think that's so bad. Really. The music piracy? I don't know. Well, okay. I downloaded a fair bit of music too, but I don't have the means. I don't have the means to buy music, but I don't know if that means that just because I don't have the means I should miss out entirely on it. I don't know. Maybe that's a discussion you have with me. It's a discussion my ISP won't have with me, thankfully. My ISP does not care at all. Oh, I need times. But yeah, I'm just lucky in that regard. Some people get in trouble for that. I haven't. And I'm fairly sure, that someone from Sony isn't watching and saying, "Hey, I hear you've been pirating our things." Repair. Whoops. I think I need to repair that helicopter too. Alright, let's go. Yeah. So that's that. We've covered a lot of things in this video. Now it's nearly time to end. Nearly. Still a little bit of ways to go, and there might be another stage. I'm pretty sure there isn't. But if there is, that's just the way it is. I'm pretty sure there isn't. This is the end. Beautiful friend. If you haven't seen Apocalypse Now, watch Apocalypse Now. And hey, just so you know, I'm not completely a terrible pirate. That is a movie I did buy. And I have watched it a few times and I do like it. I've bought quite a lot of movies. I have a kind of chunky Blu-ray collection. I've got about 100, I don't know. And I bought them all pretty rapidly over the last few years. And it's kind of been where all of my money went. All the money I didn't spend on the bus or food, I spent on buying Blu-rays. I didn't spend on going to the cinema because I've been very successfully sneaking into the cinema for a few years. No one's losing there. I mean, the movie's going to play whether I'm there or not. That's how I see it. And, you know, maybe if the industry doesn't get my $10, well, really, I don't really have the $10 to spend anyway. So I either stay home or I sneak in and watch the movie with my paying friends. So I don't know how he got... Well, I probably could do a little bit of sleuthing to find out how he got here. But I don't really care how he got here, but we somehow have covered all sorts of things, including philosophy and piracy, which is also philosophy. And we're still going! Oh, we've got to fill in more time! Lots of trees, lots of different models, probably not very many different models of trees. Probably only a dozen or two different models of trees in this whole game. Oh, and plants, lots of little bushes. Well, probably only a dozen or two. And that's in front of me, and I don't want it in front of me. I'm going to overtake it on this bend. No, I'm not. I'm slippy. Slippy. Slippy Toad. Born Slippy. Born Slippy Nux. Shouting Lager Lager. Mega white thing. No, I'm not making any sense. I am if you've seen Trainspotting. Except I haven't seen Trainspotting. I just know the song otherwise. I should probably see Trainspotting. Put it on my endless backlog of movies I should see. Right up there with Seven Samurai. Except I can watch Seven Samurai because I pirated it. I know, shouldn't, but hey, Criterion Collection Blu-rays are way out of my price league, and also not even available in Australia anyway, so... There we go. Was that a minute's silence? I don't know. I wasn't aiming for a minute's silence. I think I was just thinking in my head. Or where else do you think? I think you think with your head mainly. I think I think with my head. Put those things away. Show them damage. Alright, we want new tyres apparently. We'll ask for new tyres. I think we lied a bit. We're not all broken up. We just could use some more tyres. But they're responding and they're on approach, so that's alright with me. Let's go far out. Stop. Okay. Thank you. I'll buy a helicopter. Thinking too now that I've done this, if I could do another long series of you know my NASCAR 2000 5% short race season? I had this other marvellous idea that I would make a long race season of not 5 but 50% races. They'd probably be pretty long, like an hour and a half or 2 each at least. Maybe up to 2.5 hours. Probably not that long. And my idea was that when I got bored mid-thing, I would improvise an ad break and then just make something animated quickly in post to whatever I was saying. That sounds like a fun idea. I might follow up on that. I will eventually. Just don't know when. Definitely got better things to do than that. I had better things to do than this, but I did it. Well, I've done half of it. I've come to the other half, the editing half. And oh, the rendering. Oh, gee, that's... Let's see. Because my computer, which I'm still very thankful for, because I didn't pay for it, it was a gift. My computer, it's got a GTX 750, which is a fine GPU. I thought that was cutting a corner, but he did it. I don't know. It's got a great GPU, but Vegas doesn't really see it, and it uses the CPU, and it's got a really not great AMD CPU. So the way videos I render for YouTube take a little bit more than double time to render. So 10-minute video takes about 21 minutes. So a 3-hour video will take about 6 hours, maybe 6 hours, 6.5, maybe 7. Yeah, so that'll take a long time to render, and then it'll take even longer to upload because I have slow internet. Wait, did that say next stage? Am I going to another stage? Oh no. Oh, that's it. That's just it. I thought for a moment, like, no, there can't be more. But no, that's really it. Yeah, so anyway, this will take an incredibly long time to upload, but obviously, if you're watching it, yeah, that's what I got there. But I'll tell you the time now so you can figure out how long. Maybe it's 12:37 on the 23rd of May. Oh, and I just got a comment from Skywalker. This review is hilarious. What's that a comment on? I like when people call my... I should do reviews. I was good at them. Oh no, it's my Rugby League 2 review. Oh, that train wreck. Oh well, if people think that's hilarious, I could do any... I could review anything. Oh, 1.9 thousand. Alright, I should really get back into doing reviews. Alright. Good, I found something to do. Oh, besides getting a job, I should really get a job. I should apply for that job at JB Hi-Fi. I hope they take me. Anyway. Snake of bacon. Signing out. I'm gonna pee again, stretch my legs, brush my teeth. I'm just gonna hit this sack that I'm sitting on with the blanket that's been on my legs for a while. I'm just gonna wear it. Okay, I should really end now. I mean, you've been here long enough. I don't know. Yeah, I do know. I do know you've been here long enough. Okay, Snake of bacon. He's signing out. He's hanging up the headset. Not permanently, he's just hanging it up over here. Okay. Good night. Good night. You wish me good night? Ah, thank you. Thank you. See you in the morning. I won't see you in the morning. You'll see me next time you watch a thing.